anyway, so there's no talkie mod or anything like that came from the remaster. However, I'll do the voiceovers if you can stomach it. Oh, how I wish I could forget Monkey Island and experience it again as if it was new. This is basically me on this. Other than the first 5 minutes of the game itself, that is me on this game. It's been so long since I played it, it's basically going to be like it's brand new to me. So here we go, without further ado. Now, yes, there is no audio at the very beginning. It's just silence. Well, well, well. Guybrush Threepwood. You do turn up in the strangest places. Hi, Elaine. Do you think you could help me out? How did you get into this mess? It's kind of a long story. That's okay. I've got plenty of time. Well, it all started on Scab Island. Some of my admiring fans had pressured me into telling my LeChuck evaporating story once again. Dungeon Siege. Actually, I think I'd play that. I'm going to leave the music a little bit hot. If it drowns me out in any way, shape, or form, please let me know. But it's just got a good soundtrack. It might as well be, Vance Villas. It might as well be. It's been 30 years since I played this game, like, legitimately. I'd only played it once when it came out, maybe a year after it came out at best. And I'd never heard this in, I've never heard the MT32 soundtrack, only the theme song. Holy crap!
It's a raid from Jogresk. Let's all give them a warm welcome.
Jogresk, welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm at a risk of crying. Don't cry. I shall get comfortable then. This should be quite interesting. And Celeste, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Hopefully I got your name pronounced right. Jogresk, how was your stream today? I hope you had a good time. Tuesday is test day, doing some Amiga games with a new overlay. Ooh, I need to check that out. I did see you streaming just before I got started. Welcome, Raiders, deep in the Caribbean Scab Island. So I bust into the church and say, "Now you're in for it, you bilious bag of barnacle bait," and then LeChuck cries, "Guybrush, have mercy, I can't take it anymore." I think I know how he must have felt. Yeah, if I hear this story one more time, I'm gonna be crying myself. Don't you have any news stories? Well, actually, that's why I'm here on Scab Island. I'm on a whole new adventure. Growing a mustache? No. Bigger than that. A beard? No, I'm in search of treasure. The biggest treasure of them all. A treasure so valuable and so well hidden that it haunts the dreams of every pirate on the seas. You mean Big Whoop? None other. Then why'd you come here? There's no treasure on Scab Island. Well, I didn't know that before. Now I'm trying to charter a ship and look somewhere else. When I return, I'll have riches galore and a whole new story. Or you'll have died trying. Either way, we won't have to hear about LeChuck anymore. Morning, Brent 3000, how are you doing? Those guys wouldn't know a good story if they paid $50 for it. When I find Big Whoop, I'll become a legend among pirates for generations to come. If I could only charter a ship and get off this stinking island. The Largo Embargo, Part 1. You still have Return to Monkey Island, Fish? I have yet to get to it. I don't want to play it because I wanted to play Monkey Island 2. Like I said, it had been so long. I haven't played Escape from Monkey Island since it came out, probably for good reason. And I love Curse of Monkey Island, so I figure I'll play through these one by one, and then eventually I'll play Return. Oh, that line for $50. Welcome in, Jogresk and Raiders. I'm glad you brought your folks on over here. You ought to give Jogresk a follow right away while the link is still hot in chat. You were doing some Amiga. Let's see, you said one of your all-time favorite games and a pirate hat. Oh, there you go. Looks like we're here. Yeah, you just got in right when we got started. We haven't gone anywhere yet. Okay. Look at Riches. Wait a minute. How much money does he have? What is going on here? I think I'm pretty well prepared financially for now. Why can't he charter a ship with all this money? I should be set for the trip. This should be plenty of money to charter a ship. Look at all. Okay. He's going to get robbed, isn't he? Better to play it after Monkey Island 2. The more Monkey Island games you finish before Return, the better. That's my hope, yeah. He's carrying the entire deficit of Liberia. Of course you do. How you doing, Racing the Beam? I actually bought Escape brand new immediately when I saw it in stores. I probably bought it when it was new. I still got the disc and a note that I wrote to myself in playing the game, some puzzle. I don't remember exactly what it was. Something to do with monkeys? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Something to do with monkeys. It's been so long since I've played this. I'll probably remember it when I come back to it. But nice heavy printer paper, obviously, and with a pencil. So, oop, ack, ick, oop, ek. No. And what beats what? I don't know if I went to a walkthrough or if I just figured these out. I don't remember exactly writing this down. Monkey Combat, the worst. That's what I heard. Is it Monkey Combat? No. See, I haven't played this since since it came out. So, well, you know. I'll be honest, I probably remember more of Monkey Island 2 than I do of Monkey Island or Escape from Monkey Island. They're random each time. Oh, dear God. The reason you don't recall is drama, so your mind made you forget. That's probably it. I've heard so many bad things about Monkey Combat. If you wonder why I'm online at this time, I can't sleep again. Dude, Gregor, why? Rest, relax. Chapter 1 of the Escape from Monkey Island is all right. The rest is not. You know what the best chapter then, based on that, Arnie? The best chapter of that game is probably the final chapter. When you finish it, you're like, I'm done with this. Enjoy this gem of a game. Yes. You didn't get that far into Escape from Monkey Island, spared yourself. Find a baseball bat. Okay, fair enough. Hey, if you guys keep it up, I'll break out Nerves of Steel. I'll show you something really torture. Where do you think you're going, fancy pants? You ain't from these parts, are ya? This here's a toll bridge you gotta pay. It may be onto something. I've only played Escape once in my life. Once. I've only played it once. I installed it once on this Pentium 2 to see how well it would run, and it's a little bit choppy, so I'll probably play it on the Windows XP machine instead, but yeah, not exactly something. I don't know if I'm looking forward to it or not. I can't decide. I've heard so many bad things about it. Let's see. Is this some sort of bribe situation? Sure, take my money. I don't want any trouble. Who's gonna make me? Shorty. I don't pay for nothing. I'm a pirate. You tell him, Guybrush. Tough guy, eh? Help! Police! Scream as loud as you want. There are no police on Scab Island. And who keeps up the law and maintains order? Then who eats the donuts and roughs up the transients? There you go. This tune is one of the highlights of the soundtrack to Monkey Island 2, and this soundtrack is technically infinite. It plays constantly throughout the game, yeah. Please, not in my new coat. Okay. Put me down now and I won't have to hurt you. Ha! That's a good one. Maybe I won't kill you right now. Hey, you're loaded. This is my lucky night. Remember, wherever you go, on sea or on land, you can't ever hide from Largo LeGrand. Tough town. Hey, Hummaker, how you doing? I guess I should have got those traveler's checks. All right, well, he lost all of his money. I do remember that now that I've seen it. Walk to door. Ahoy, Captain! How you doing, Evil Alex? We'll go into the buildings as we come to them. Woodsmith. What do we have here? Peg leg. Peg leg. Yeah. What's the problem with that Largo guy? He really goes against my grain. I'd like to make an end table out of him, but I don't have the guts. With all my tools, I'm still unable to create the one thing that could do on this island some good. Like an all-night tattoo parlor? No, like a voodoo doll of Largo LeGrand. Woodsmith. The carpenter, yeah. Nice apron. Are you some sort of chef? Oh God, really? No, I'm a woodsmith, which gives one of us an excuse for dressing funny. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A woodchuck could chuck wood, no amount of wood, since a woodchuck can't chuck wood. But if a woodchuck could chuck wood and woodchuck some amount of wood, what amount of wood would a woodchuck chuck? I can't talk. What is this? But if a woodchuck could chuck and woodchuck some amount of wood, what amount of wood? See, it's I give up. 69. Nice. Even if a woodchuck could chuck wood, and even if a woodchuck could woodchuck wood, should a woodchuck chuck wood? A woodchuck should chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, along as a woodchuck would chuck wood. Oh, shut up. I'd like to look around a bit. Sure thing. Thanks to this game, I was the only one in high school to face down the school bully who went screaming at everyone, how much wood can a woodchuck chuck? If a woodchuck could chuck wood. Guybrush. So is he going to talk to me again? Yeah. I'd like to look around a bit. Sure thing. Okay, whatever. Oh boy, it's Buzzsaw Girl. No one touches her but me. Nice, sturdy workbench. Everything's laid out just how I need it. What a cute little stool. It's adjusted to my height. Nice calendar he's got there, isn't it, though? It says, Woody. That's me. What do you think you're doing? I saw nails. There it is. What do you think you're doing? I have an idea we're going to end up needing those hammers and nails. Or that hammer and nails. What do you think you're doing? Probably that peg leg, too. So we're going to have to figure out how to get him out of this building. Or come back when we know he's left the building. One of the two. The Bloody Lip Bar and Grill. Max Devlin, thank you for the Prime sub. Woody Smith, Woodsmith. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. That conversation between Guybrush and the Woodsmith is like a secret password. If you ever ask how much wood a woodchuck, or how much wood can a woodchuck chuck, and you get the Woodsmith's answer, you're already part of the secret society. Help wanted. 1 week salary in advance. Inquire below.
I am making many new
Rygoth, thank you for that follow.
2 corpses, everything's fine.
And I got bunny ears. The Bloody Lip Bar and Grill. Oh, that must be this. Okay. Hey, Max. Satan horns. Excuse me. Yeah, boy. How's business? It's just terrible. No one ever comes down here anymore. Largo's got all my regulars spooked. You know, I can mix any drink there is, make anything you could name. But I can't make the one thing that could really do this island some good. What's that? A voodoo doll of Largo Legrand. You there? Uh-oh. Give me my usual. And put it in a real glass. I think a nasal voice for him would work better. Uh-oh. Fork over the door. You'll be serving Bloody Marys for a week. From your nose. That's all I have. Well, you'd better have more tomorrow. Or we might have to move this dump to a new location. Like, say, the bottom of the ocean. Boy, you just give him all your money? I don't want to talk about it. Only played Curse of Monkey Island and forever remains my favorite. Echo, that is one of my favorites too. How do you guys rank ME games? For me, it's 4, 3, 5, 2, 1. Wow, you give 4 that much credit? I mean, you know, no offense. I just know that was the one. That was the one that is not quite considered the favorite in the group by most fans. So that's just different. That's impressive. Me personally, without having played 2 in 30 years, I really don't remember much about it. 3 has been my favorite, mostly for the art and the humor behind it. 1 is a close second. 1 through 3 in order. And I pretend the rest never happened? Oh, man. I liked the Tails version. I'm just realizing that it looks like the guy... He asked me about Loom Batch. Isn't this hat... This was like a $5 hat at Walmart over Halloween a couple years ago. And I went, oh, this is perfect. And then I get home and I looked at the picture and saw the Cobb. And I went, oh my God, it even looks like his hat. Definitely a Cobb hat. I just needed to say Cobb instead of having this. So maybe if I can find... Maybe I need to go online and look for an iron-on patch or something. That Cat, what are you doing? Get your paws out of that. Oh, you silly boy. Now don't go clawing on the furniture. 6 does not exist. You don't like Return at all? I haven't played Return, so I've got no opinion. 2, 3, 1, 4. Yeah, Tails, I actually really enjoyed Tails. I thought it was pretty decent. Looks like you're in the minority. There's nothing wrong with that, Igor. It just caught me off guard because that has always been one of the ones that I haven't heard many people say they like.
The latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty. Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning high-resolution,
Cobb.
3D landscapes, sophisticated score and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects. Elegant point.
Weirdly
intimate
enough,
control
you've
of
only played
characters,
1 and 2.
Objects
Ah.
and magic spells.
The resemblance
Rush.
is uncanny.
Go out and buy Loom today.
So I just need to get the little beard thing going, and then I could look like Cobb. That's all. And the funny thing is okay. So hang on a second. I've got the audio. I captured it, but I haven't been able to get the random redeem to work properly. Hang on a second here. So I did capture. What did I call it? What did I name it?
So, tell me about Loom.
You mean the latest masterpiece of
That was loud. I'm so sorry. That was deafeningly loud.
You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score and musical effects, not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
I didn't pie. By the way, how are you doing today? I didn't get it to work. I've got everything I need. I've got the assets and everything. I just never could get the randomness to work. More like yawn. Sundog. All right, let's see. What else can we talk about this guy? Excuse me. Yeah, boy. I saw your sign outside. What's the job? This needs a crossover with Space Quest 4's Boom title from a bargain bin. Ooh. If you need help. You did. Yep, you sent me the 20-sided die and all that. Loom is a good game. I tinkered with it on and off, and I haven't quite done anything with it yet, so I remember seeing it on everything back in the day. Hope was real. I saw your sign outside. What's the job? Oh, yeah. I really should take that thing down. I hired a new cook just this morning. But if things don't work out with him, I'll let you know. Or else ping you on Discord. Of course, yeah. And thank you very much. I appreciate that. You remember seeing... oh, wait. And that's another one of the LucasArts games eventually I'm going to play. I never did touch that one. Kind of interested, you know... I haven't bothered with Loom yet because there's so many versions of it, and I really want to play the original release, and that's just not easily obtainable. Let's see. Want to see my scar? Depends. Is there a good story behind it? As a matter of fact, there is. It's a story of the ghost pirate LeChuck and his gruesome demise. Heard it. This is the one where he drinks too much root beer and burps so hard he explodes, right? Oh, not exactly. Frankly, I don't care much for stories that promote moderation in drinking. I do have a business to run, you know. You're gonna lurk? Thank you for that lurk, Pie. I appreciate it. Absolutely. Have a nice place you have here. Let's see. Is that job available yet? Sorry. That guy I hired is doing just fine so far. Grog, please. Shaken, not stirred. Haha. Maybe you'd like a Shirley Temple instead. I'm old enough. Look at my beard. Ha. That's the oldest trick in the book. Tell you what, I'll let you have some near grog. It doesn't have any alcohol in it, but it's just as nasty smelling and foul tasting as that stuff grown-ups drink. Right on. Oh wait, what am I saying? I just sold the last of it to Kate. Sorry. Rats. Of course, if you have some ID. I must have left my ID in my other pants. You'll have to do better than that. No ID, no service. Like there's any police here. You have the GOG version. See, that's the one I have as well. And I understand that it's just fine, but there is a apparently relatively substantial amount of content missing. Not anything to do with the GOG version. It's just that's the version that's currently available from what was originally released. Like they edited and changed things around over the years before digital versions came out, so that's the one they've got now, and that just kind of sucks. Excuse me. Yeah, boy. We got commercials kicking in very shortly, and I apologize for that. I will pause and not to continue the game until after the commercials are done. So, if you suddenly lose me, say something in chat and I'll stop. Who's this Kate person? Ah, the courageous Captain Kate Capsize. Tough as steel, sharp as nails. She rents her ship out. Does some freelance pirating. Her only loyalty is to the highest bidder. Don't get me on her bad side. Oh, I goofed that one up. Only disclaimer I'm going to give, Loom was meant to be the first part of a trilogy, which sadly never panned out. It was a somewhat ambitious puzzle game, from what I understood. Nice booze. It reads, JoJo, appearing nightly. No cover charge. I should have listened to my mother. I should have practiced. Yeah. Better leave it there. Don't want to hurt business. Hates me. He plays Baldur's Gate when I'm at work and other games on your free time. No, Mr. Steel Rose. Well, at least the VODs are there. I know it's not quite the same thing, but I am keeping that game's VODs as highlights. And for those who aren't familiar with Baldur's Gate, so I've been trying to do different things because Baldur's Gate has some interesting history as far as like over the past 25 years since it came out, in that the original release is really no longer available for purchase, only the enhanced version. However, if you have the enhanced version on GOG, you can actually get a key for the original version on GOG.com through a sort of a backdoor. There is a substantial difference between the two of them. They have some really cool features. Like, for example, we did a custom portrait on the first playthrough day, on day one, and then we did a custom sound pack on day two, and then what was it, last Sunday? Well, this past Sunday, I should say, a couple days ago. I did a little A/B comparison between the enhanced version as well as the OG version, just so that you can kind of get an idea of what's really different. Not just gameplay, but visual-wise as well. They made massive changes to the game. Fun fact, you own the original CD-ROM copy of Loom, big box and everything. What did I do with it? I mailed it out to a friend of mine who was getting married. For reasons I still don't regret it. As long as you don't regret it. But if they still have it, I know it's pretty valuable. I will pause. There you go. That's the version. I didn't realize it even showed this up here. Monkey Island 2 CD, September 26th, 1994. Yeah, for those in Europe, we do it the other way. I don't know why, but we do. So this was the CD-ROM version that came out on the Monkey Island Madness CD, which I actually left in the Pentium 2 machine, and it's currently off, so a fine year. Let's see, in 1994, what was I doing in 1994? I was working in movie theaters in 1994. That was one of my favorite jobs. Paid nothing. Got to watch a lot of movies, though. He was heavily into good games, and he had been bitching about not having Loom, so I fixed that. You wish they would do a sequel of Loom. At this point, I think I would say I hope they don't do a sequel to some of those games because, I mean, really, like Monkey Island got a special treatment with Return to Monkey Island for better or for worse, for whether you like it or not. It's definitely one of those games I think still had... The developers were still interested in carrying on the series to a degree, instead of a publisher who bought the rights and said, we're going to bring this back and do it our way and lose vision. That's what I dread when they bring series back after 20 years. Or in this case, really 12 or 13 years, because Tales came out, 2008, 2009, 2010, something like that. Maybe 2011, I can't remember, but it's been a long time. Thanks for the beginning of this game. You've got to try. Oh, John Gresk, thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate it. I really, really thank you for bringing your folks on over here. And you get some sleep. To heal from surgery. Well, hopefully the surgery wasn't too serious. A sequel to a Lucas property after many years? No way it can miss. I don't know. It depends on who does it. I mean, you get the Yui Bowl of of developers in there to completely botch it. I mean, what do you expect? Oh, you know what? I should probably save it. Hey, hired help only. I can't move it. It's definitely not on wheels. Nah, just a basic cleanup operation oh, okay, well, there you go. Disney can and will botch it. Yeah, I don't want to be slighting companies, but I can definitely see how they might get a little carried away based on previous... because it's going to be sore for a few days anyway. Yeah, well, at least sitting down, there's that. I remember this scene from watching Frazwar play this when he was trying to practice speed running it. And apparently there is, and because of that, I'm going to kind of cheat a little bit on this because I think I remember what he was doing. Oh, yes. Hi there. Can I help you? Later this year, they're going to put you to sleep and do surgery in your throat. You better stream a lot during your recovery. When is that? That sounds terrible, honestly. It's gonna, yeah. I'm Guybrush Threepwood, ghost-busting stud. I like that answer just because it made my wife laugh. I'm Guybrush Threepwood, ghost-busting stud. Uh-huh. He didn't seem impressed by that. Excuse me. Yes? I'm Guybrush. Who are you? Classic Wally. Wally. Wally be feed. At your service. I have some questions about Scab Island. Why thinking about moving here? I haven't really heard anything good about the sequel to Beneath a Steel Sky. I've heard people say it wasn't bad. I can't say I heard anything bad. Actually, I'm trying to get off as soon as possible. Good luck. With the sailing embargo Largo's imposed on Scab, it's hard to get anywhere. Which doesn't help my business, let me tell you. Know anything about this Largo guy? He's just a local hood. Shakes down everybody in town. Nobody comes or goes from Scab because Largo makes them pay through the nose. Yeah, tell me about it. Actually, I think, not unlike Star Wars, you could do a lot of cool side stories in the Loom world. I'm going to have to play it just so I understand what you mean, like what they're going to do. Where's the governor's mansion? There is no governor on Scab. This is an anarchist cooperative of pirates, cutthroats, and other criminals. A haven for roughnecks and rebels like me. The only authority on this island is the bully Largo. I'm looking for some room and board. Well, I hear there's a new chef down at the Bloody Lip, and the Swamp Rat Inn has all the comforts of the sea, but I think Largo's booked the whole thing. Thanks for the lowdown. Anytime. You know anything about Big Whoop? Uh-oh. Who sent you here? I should warn you, I'm heavily armed. Yeah, no, I haven't played it yet. It's one of those that I've wanted to play for many, many, many years. I just never got around to it. Nobody sent me. I'm freelance. I was sent by the IRS. Let me see your files. Don't shoot. I was just asking. You'd better not try for my files. All my research on Big Whoop is in there. Are you looking for Big Whoop too? Can I see your files? Actually, there's not anything in them. I haven't really been able to find out much hard information. What do you know about it? Are you going to play Baldur's Gate 2 and continue with your... Yeah, actually, I do plan on that, Mr. Seal Rose. I absolutely do plan on playing Baldur's Gate 2. And eventually Icewind Dale and Neverwinter Nights, too. But those will be further off in the future, I think. But I haven't played Baldur's Gate 2 probably since not long after it came out. I played it a couple of times. I had the discs, played that when it came out. But, in fact, I was kind of hoping when I found these floppy disks in the bottom of the bin, 4 or 5 months ago or whatever, I was hoping one of them had the save character from Baldur's Gate when I played it, because I actually saved that character to a floppy disk and then imported it into Baldur's Gate 2. I know I'm looking for it, and that's about it. Let's see. I know it contains unimaginable wealth. You mean you never heard of the 4 men who buried it? Oh, them. Yeah, I know about them, of course. Every time I play Baldur's Gate, I lose some of my hair. Well, guess you don't need me then. Wait. Hi, Wally. Oh, hello, Mr. Brush. Could you tell me about the men who buried Big Whoop? Well, all anyone knows for sure is that there was a shipwreck. The merchant vessel Elaine went down in a terrible storm. Elaine? Only 4 crew members survived. They washed up on a remote, deserted island. Some say its name was Inky Island, but I don't believe that. What? Why don't you believe it? Because there's no such island. Anyway, that's where they supposedly found Big Whoop. But what is Big Whoop? Whatever it was so wonderful, or so horrible, that they never wanted anyone else to find it. So they took the map and they made of the island and split it up among the 4 of them. And they all went their separate ways. Wow, that's some story. Of course, it could just be an old legend. But if I could just see the map of that island, I bet I could recognize the shape of the land and track it down myself. So what exactly do you do here? I'm a cartographer. You do open heart surgery? In here? No. I'm the map-making sort of cartographer. Oh. Only sissies use maps. Maps, huh? That's interesting. Well, see ya. What kind of maps do you make? Every kind a pirate could need. My eyes have seen the whole world, and there's not a part of it I haven't put down on paper. Maps are very, very important. Not to me. I don't travel. Actually, I prefer to just stop and ask directions. Said no guy ever. That's what Magellan thought. Ha ha ha. Ah, sorry, cartographer joke. Is longitude the sideways one, or is that latitude? I can never remember which is which. It's so cute when you lay people try to understand geography. I could try to explain it, but it would probably just go over your head. You know, I could just sit here and talk about maps all day.
Awesome.
Holy
It's a raid
crap!
from Dark Saber 2K. Let's all give them a warm welcome.
Warm welcome! How you doing, Darksaber? You were doing Mass Effect Andromeda? Nice. Go give Darksaber 2K a follow, please. Another fantastic streamer of the retro, the indie, and everything in between. How goes your anime character in Andromeda? How was your night? Is it really? It's late, isn't it? It's late for you there. Oh, maybe he has a degree in geography like Buster Bluth. Who's Buster Bluth? Welcome in, Raiders. For those who don't know me, my name is Bitterman. I play old games usually. On an occasion, I might play something new, you know, something like within the past 20 years. Changed it from anime, the joke got old. Aw. So tell me the joke. I don't think I was aware of that joke. I've watched you do some of your Mass Effect stream or playthrough, but I don't know about the anime thing. So what was that about? That's different. This is like me and my Baldur's Gate portrait. From Arrested Development? What? Yeah, there you go. I even added it as an emote. Boy, that actually turned out pretty good. I can't deny it. You just made a goofy-looking character by messing with the sliders. Oh, I gotcha. Well, I just made a goofy-looking picture by putting a camera in my face. It was funny, but not, I have to look at this for 80 hours funny. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. That makes more sense, yeah. Thankfully, I only see this portrait when I open up the player character in Baldur's Gate, and then I just see the little bitty portrait off to the side. Thank God for 640 by 480, because it's so pixelated, it's not really that recognizable. So welcome. This is, can you believe, Darksaber, this is the first time I played this game since pretty much when it came out. Oh, man. I mean, I literally don't remember anything. The only thing I remember about this game was mostly what I'd seen when Frazwar was speedrunning this, like over a year ago. You're going to start your second sometime in the near future, too? Second playthrough? Ah. Don't think you ever actually finished this one. I finished it, but I don't remember much about it. So I have to play it again. And, of course, we're not doing the talkie version, so I have to make up my own voices. Bald's Gate, yes. Gregor, I gotta tell you, that is... I forgot how much fun I had in that game. I really did. I played the Enhanced Edition. I tried to play it. I played through it twice. And I could not get myself to go through it. But the original version, I don't know, something about the way that game plays, that just, it's just feels much better to me. There's some missing things that I would like to see it have, but it's just not missing enough for me to not like it. I don't know how to describe it any other way. But someday I need to go back and play Mass Effect. I played them all except for the last one. And I remember really enjoying the first two. I can't remember, was there 3 or 4? Because I don't remember if I played a total of 3 or 4 of them. I just remember I haven't played the most recent release. And I don't mean the remasters that they did. I played them when they came out. That was it. But 80 hours funny. Oh, maps, huh? That's interesting. Well, see, I didn't mean to click on that. Okie dokie. So, it seems to me I'm supposed to snag his monocle when he drops it on the table. Oh, crap. Missed it. I think I'm supposed to pick up his monocle. So I'm going to wait for him to do his whole thing. There he goes. So mean. I only remember that because of Frazwar. It's Fraz's fault. Hey, where's my monocle? I can't see a thing without my monocle. Okay, Velma. Poor Wally. Where is that thing? Reminds me of a dollhouse I once had. Oh, God. I mean, my sister had. I swear I put it right here. So what am I supposed to do with a monocle? Can I look at it? Everything looks all blurry. Yeah, me too. Hey, Wally. I can't see anything without my monocle. I can't see it all without a monocle either. So mean. I just now have this picture of everybody in chat actually has monocles. They don't really wear glasses or anything like that. They just wear a monocle. You know, I could just sit and talk about maps. Okay, thanks, I gotta go, whatever. Andromeda is a bit more open world, and the story is 99% outside of the earlier 3. So there was 4. For some reason, I was thinking there was 4. So I've played 3 of them. I haven't played the 5th or the 4th one yet. Thank you very much to Two Code Blows. Is that what it says? 2 Code Blows. Thank you very much for that. Welcome to the channel, by the way. How am I supposed to work? I did lose my right contact earlier today and too lazy to put in a new one, so in a way I'm monocled Eagle Vietnam. That's great. I'm sorry you lost your contact, even if it was just one of them. But that is kind of ironic and in somewhat of a funny way. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, well. See, I remember this scene. I don't remember what I did in this scene. Walk to men of low moral fiber. Talk to men of low moral fiber. Yoo-hoo! Oh. What is it? Remember me? Oh, these are the 3 guys that were on the side of the road with the rat. I forgot about that. Yeah, the rat. Did you ever get your circus started? Do we know you? I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. And then ghost hunting stud. How nice for you. No, really. Why did you wake us up, Gorebrush? What happened to your leg? It happened during a performance. That's what we do for a living now. You see, after our circus failed, we started a pirate catering business on nearby Fat Island. The Sacking Lunch. It was quite lucrative. Why aren't you still doing that? The governor of the island made us an offer we couldn't refuse. Nice clean lucre. What did you do with the money? We sank the money into one of those newfangled glass-bottom boats. We wanted to take passengers on sightseeing trips and search for a place called Drinky Island in our spare time. Boy, did we ever want to get there. Aside from the obvious reason we had inside information, the Drinky was in fact the resting place of the legendary treasure of Big Whoop. Big Whoop? Or did you find anything? We're looking for Big Whoop if you're just now coming in. Not exactly. You see, we got a bit of a raw deal on the boat. Seems the salesman didn't have any glass for the bottom. But so he just left a gaping hole there. What a waste. By the time we noticed we were taking on water fast, we ended up stranded on a tiny desert island. How much longer is this story? We met a philosopher on the island, and he told us something which changed our lives. That you're a pack of loonies? Or that you should bore passersby to tears with long stories? Wait, that's Guybrush's thing, isn't it? Wait, what? What is it? What did he say? Tell me already! He told us that all the world is a stage and that we are merely players. So we became performance artists. When he lost the leg, Frank was brilliantly showing the inseparability of the path the man walks from the food chain. The symbolism of the cheese was essential. You know, this leg is looking sort of dingy. Would you get some polish over at the Woodsmiths and polish it for me?
Many new friends in
Thank you for the follow, Dandle58. Welcome to the channel. Give me the money for the polish. Okay. What do you guys... Oh, yeah. Is this your rat? Yes. We call him Munster Monster because of his insatiable passion for cheese. Insatiable passion for cheese. What are you guys doing up there? We're performing. That's right. Performing. In our current work, we portray man's response to global environmental issues of a changing world. Last time to play this game was somewhere between 88, so just about 34 years. May have to do a rerun when it's around 40. Well, let's see. Came out, I think, was it late 91 or early 92, something like that. And I probably played it shortly after that. How come you have to perform on that ledge? To show the precarious nature of the situation? So to speak. Right. I think you're overlooking the potential symbolism to be gained by your closeness to the Earth. Very progressive of you, game. But, alright, you got us. We're really up here because, well, we're afraid to come down. What? What's the word for it, Frank? Groundophobia? Terraformophobia? Dirtophobia? Stupidity. Dirtophobia. How about... Yeah. It's the opposite of acrophobia. Something like orcophobia. The fear of killer whales? Sounds more like workophobia to me. Say what you will, we're not coming down. See you later. Alright, so I guess we have our first mission. Yay! Actually, we've got a couple of them. We can scarcely contain our anticipation. What do you know about Largo Legrand? Does he know anything about voodoo? Let's see. I don't know anything about cargo or contraband. I'm clean. Who are you? Sure, Sonny, I can get out some stew. That's easy. I can also extract grog, spit, and swamp mud. That's because I'm Mad Marty. I'm mad about getting your clothes the cleanest they can be. I've got a laundry type question. Oh, God. Only imagine. Shoot. Would you be able to get out ketchup? Get out catch up? What do you want me to do? Nothing. I'd like to pick up some clothes. Do you have your claim ticket, Sonny? It was stolen. I must have left it in my other pants. I must have left it in the pants that I had cleaned. Yeah, there you go. Dropped it in my grog and it melted. Mom threw it out when she cleaned my room. I lost it while being keel-hauled. No, I don't have my claim ticket. It would have been funnier if it just said, no ticket. Let's see how many people figured that one out. Let's see. I dropped it in my grog and it melted. The log welted it? Well, now, that is a good excuse. But I can't give you your clothes without a claim ticket. So we're going to need to get a claim ticket. I vaguely remember getting a claim ticket somewhere. I got a laundry type question. Williams ticket frantically. See, you got it. Sorry, Sonny, no ticky, no laundry. Do you do alterations here? Alterations? You mean change the numbers on your food stamps? You got some nerve. No, I'm sorry. Oops, I thought I wanted to talk to you, but I don't. Alright, so we've got to figure out where the claim ticket is. I know there's got to be one around here somewhere. Let's see, what's the sign say? Not responsible for lost buttons or hooks. Not responsible for stains left on clothing. It's a laundromat, for God's sakes. Ooh, box. Nice box. Oh. Are we supposed to trap the rat? Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, I bet you there's some Munster cheese around here somewhere too, because that's the hint. Or at least appears to be. What the? He's got a pet alligator, what? Isn't that cute?
I am making many new friends.
Eagle V. Adnam, thank you for that follow, and welcome to the channel. I could lose a finger doing that. Yes, you could. Alright, time to talk to the innkeeper. Excuse me, I'd like a room, please. Sorry, we only have one and it's full. Only one guest. Yes, but that dang Largo eats like 30. Nice bell. Let's see if we can annoy him.
And I'd like a glass of cold gravy with a hair in it, please.
Be with you in a second. Hold it right there. That's a private room. No going up there. Alright, so we're gonna have to trick him somehow. Oh, rope. It's tied to the post. Pole rope? It's securely fastened. Pick up rope? It's securely fastened. Can we... let's see. Can we use the monocle? I don't think it's my prescription. Let's see. Use rope with monocle. That doesn't seem to work. Okay. There's no sunlight, so... Wait. Is that a fish that just swam by the porthole? Oh my god. Let's see. Open? Maybe I need to find a knife or something. Or I can get the alligator to bite the rope. One of the two. Never really occurred to me that Largo lives in a friggin' hotel. No wonder he needs so much loot, right? Alright, so we can go to the woodsmith. Wait, what's this? Oh, that's Wally. Okay, so let's talk to this guy. Yeah. Can I buy some wood polish? That's 1 piece of 8. Anything else? I'd like to look around a bit. Sure thing. Alright. Save. I just realized, is there a scum save? Yes, kind of a quick save. It just takes... Oh, that's... No, okay. Let's see. Look at... If only I could use this stuff on... What did it say? If only I could use this stuff on my lines. Open? It doesn't seem to open. Use... I don't want to polish that. Thanks! Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. That was not what I expected to happen. I thought I was going to have to give it to him, but I wanted to do that just because. Alright, so use wood polish. Can he give me lots of money? Thanks! Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. How many pieces of 8 can I get from this guy? I guess we just need to keep using this over and over. I mean, I don't want to tell you what this looks like. And he's getting paid to do it. Claw back your rich one piece of 8 at a time. You'll be alright. What happens when you have 8 pieces of 8? Is it a piece of 1? Oh my god, it's a paradox. How many pieces of 8 is this guy gonna give me? Is there a limit? I mean, the nice thing is I now have, if you think that's funny, wait for the rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle. There's 6 pieces of 8. So I've already made a profit. Granted, I started out with a piece of 8 that somebody gave me, and then bought the wood polish. Now I'm over here polishing this guy's peg leg, and he's giving me a piece of 8 every time I do it. And I can't help but think that they made this joke on purpose. Impetus, how you doing, by the way? Let's get 8 pieces of 8. Let's find out. Lewd. Hey, Stalio. It's a 1 piece. There you go. There you go. 8 pieces of 8. Does the icon change once I hit 10? You know, if I get too much money, Largo might come and steal it again. Yep, it did. I get this feeling that I've done this, and I remember sitting there making all this money. Let's see. Pick up some clothes. I guess I'm going to need the ticket, but I'm not sure exactly where the claim ticket is. No, I don't have my claim ticket. I'm confident we all did that at some point. Yeah, if you played the game, I'm sure. I can hear you, but I can't give you your clothes without a claim ticket. Want some rye? Of course you do. Oh wait, there's a bucket.
Want some rye? Of course you do.
Hey, leave that alone. Sorry, is this your bucket? Well, no. So you won't mind if I take it? I guess not. Hey, horse we do. So we now have a bucket, wood polish, a monocle, and 10 pieces of 8. Let's see. Is there anything else I can click on? So that's the inn. That's the hatch. If Largo robs me again crossing this bridge, look at sign. Welcome to Woodtick. No treasure hunting zone. Oops. I think I broke the sign. Did I really? Because I didn't really think I was going to break the sign. I picked up the shovel. Okay. I felt like that was something I needed to pick up. I'm glad I was right. Where is he? Oh, there he is. There's Woodtick. Here's the swamp, the cemetery, at a peninsula. A big hump in the middle of the island. these maps. This looks so good, though. I mean, when you look at Monkey Island 1, it looks cool, but the artwork is improved in Monkey Island 2. It really is. All right, I guess we go to the swamp and see the voodoo lady. This I remember very distinctly because you have to ride the coffin. They nailed the style, didn't they, though? Look at the sign. International House of Mojo. Creepy, but apparently seaworthy. Can't really die per se in these games, so. Oh, yes, I remember this. This I remember very distinctly. Can you tell me about Voodoo Display Model? Ash to Life, the uncremating cream. They're unlabeled. The best ones to pick up. I don't think I'm qualified to handle them. Yeah, no doubt. Books. Looks like bound editions of Voodoo Quarterly. That stuff's way too technical for me. Guybrush Threepwood. It's been a long time since you last came to see me. Ash to Life, the pre-sequel to Half-Life 2. Do I know you from somewhere? We often forget those who help us most. We do. It was I who told you how to do away with LeChuck. I told you where to find the voodoo antiroot, and how to turn it into a powerful ghost-dissolving potion you needed. Oh yeah, now I remember. How's business? Very good. Many hexes this week. Saved many people from the evil eye. Made many pieces of 8, although Largo took most of them. Tell me about this Largo guy. He's a weak little man who bullies his whole island. Most people are afraid of him because he was once LeChuck's right-hand man. But LeChuck's history, I got rid of him myself. True evil can never be destroyed completely. You will see. Why don't you just put a curse on Largo? I've tried. My most powerful magic lies in voodoo dolls, but to make an effective doll, I need some items from Largo's person, and no one's brave enough to go get them for me. What kind of ingredients do you need for the doll? Are you willing to help me make one? Maybe? To make it work, you need to bring me some personal artifacts of the victim. One from each of the 4 basic voodoo groups. Something of the thread, something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead. Hey, that almost rhymes. For the thread, I need piece of Largo's clothing. And the lock of hair will do for the head. Bring me a sample of his fluid, and from his dead relatives you must acquire some remnant of a corpse. Here, take this shopping list. Good, because I'm not going to remember any of that. Now go. Alright, well, I think that was pretty obvious. There was a cemetery on the island, so let's go to the cemetery first. And see if we can find a relative that was buried there. We have a shovel, perhaps we can dig it up. Drew, how are you doing today? Guybrush, row the boat ashore. Let's see. How are you doing today, Drew? This might be one of your weirdest fetch quests I've ever seen. Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it? Warning, quarantine tomb. Inhabitants died of green tongue fever. Well, that sounds bad. Stan's casual crosses. For graves that don't need to dress up. Oh, wow, we got Stan back. The Ricketts. No trespassing. Stan's Cozy Crypts, a place to spend eternity, not a fortune. The Quagmires, no trespassing. Giggity. Hey, how you doing, Lithuriel? Welcome in. Here lies the Gordo brothers, too big for any ship. Let's hope the Earth can hold them. Here lie the... Oh, wait. That was both of them. The Grouts, no trespassing. Trespassing. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I think it's one of these back here that I'm supposed to mess with. God, why is this? It's been 30 years and I'm actually remembering some of this. The Grave of the Unknown Pirate. I bet that's it. The Grave of the Unknown Cabin Boy. The Grave of the Unknown Drunk Guy we found face down in his own... My God, really? Leovors, welcome in. These spots reserved for our privileged future customers. These spots are... Yeah. Wow, I haven't played this in a long time. You and me both. Don't know if you know, but yeah, it's been a while. Marco Largo Legrand, hell on sea or sand. The good news is he's dead. The bad news is he bred. We found the grave. I have the remastered version on Steam, but haven't put the time in for. I put in the time for it. I have the remastered one as well, but I've never played the remastered one. And since I had the Monkey Island Madness CD-ROM, which had 1 and 2, I guess more or less the originals. Not quite the VGA or EGA version, or not the original VGA or EGA of Monkey Island 1. It's close enough. This one's pretty much untouched, though. I don't think they did much to Monkey 2 for the compilation release. There was once a girl named Carrie who thought that she soon would marry. She went into town and flirted around. She didn't get wed, she got buried. Yeah, right? Ouch. No man commanded Jean Louise, not on land and not on water. Jean did whatever he did please until he kissed the gunner's daughter. Ha! Well, don't do that. Ah, yes, this was the era of adventure games in which you had to mess around with every little thing in areas seemingly unrelated to find the pieces of the solution, indeed. Here lies Daredevil Jim McDowell. Hand of steel, leg of wood, Jim took every risk he could. A life of action, that was Jim's. Too bad he ran out of limbs. And also find little jokes everywhere, right?
He's
all right.
Dead, Jim.
They all did. And they all did. Like the tombs in King's Quest 4, yeah. This is a creepy feeling. Guybrush, what are you doing? And his pants fall down. I love it. I'd swear on my grandfather's grave, something weird is going on. Oh, I remember that now. Every time we find a piece of the voodoo doll that we're supposed to make, there's a little flash to him doing, like, freaking out over something. Oh, man, okay. Let's see. Boink. Why the trumpet? Why not? Epic triumph with a pantsing. Beautiful. And a bone with, like, it's still gooey. That's gross. I'm glad this one has music that plays throughout, and it changes by location. Okay, so we've got the bone. I feel like there's probably places we can look here on the island as well, but I'm not sure. Game shaved. All right, we'll go to the peninsula. Ooh. Look at sign. It says, and I quote, Captain Dread's ship charters. 20 pieces of 8. Inquire within. Hey! I just need to go and polish that guy's peg leg 10 more times. My dog will clear up that bone for you. Look at houseboat. What a weird pier. I love a house with a nautical look. It's Captain Dread. Captain Dread does not look exactly excited. Are you Captain Dread? Yeah, man, I'm Captain Dread. What can I do for you? Stop polishing. Stalio. I'm telling you, it was meant to be a bit of a lewd joke. It really was. You don't want your dog to lick up a stranger. Oh, that's nasty. That's just, yeah. Natty dreads. Thanks, Mon. I need to charter a ship. I can't charter you my ship because a while ago I lost my lunky sailing necklace. I called it me eye that has seen the world. I can't sail without it. No way, man. I know where this goes. Besides, that mean and nasty guy Largo. He has an embargo on the island. No ships can sail in or out without his approval. There's no way to let me leave. All right, well, I think I know what the necklace is. Gets rid of the evidence. There you go. It's money is money. All right, wait a minute. Go on in there. Give. Would you like my monocle? Thanks, Mon. This will do just fine for my lucky sailing necklace. See, it's seen the world because, you know, it was a cartographer's monocle. Why can't I charter your ship? I know the answer to this. Like I said before, Mon. Largo has an embargo on the island. All right. And risks making your dog sick. Get rid of Largo embargo, easy peasy. Watch world unfold. Of course, double-clicking doesn't make him run. Will it make him run on the island? I think he moved faster, if I remember right, in Monkey Island when you double-click somewhere on the map. Okay, so we've got... Well... Yeah. There was nowhere else to go to, right? Oh, the beach! Yeah, he goes faster if you double-click. I swear he does. Maybe it's a placebo effect. Look, a stick. Nice stick. We'll pick it up, doofus. He goes to the beach, and all he does is picks up a stick. Wait a minute. Great recipes from the International House of Mojo. Page 139. Aunt Helen's special voodoo mix. Something of the thread. Something of the head. Something of the body. Something of the dead. We've got the dead. So we need something of the thread, something of the head. That might be tough. Is there nothing else here I can actually click on? Oh, okay. Oh, hi there. Oh, this is where we started. That's right. Austin Powers' favorite cookbook. This door appears to be locked. Looks closed. Talk to Fink. Wow. Oh, okay. He's back. I ever tell you about the time I kicked LeChuck's butt? The pole. It just shines ever so brightly, like a miniature sun. Tell me about this Largo guy. A two-bit thug. He's nothing but a low-down weasel. So why don't you kick Largo off the island? Well, we would, but he was very close to LeChuck. But LeChuck's gone forever. I heard they never found his body. That's because I blew it into 1,000 pieces. Oh no, not this story again. Guess I'm setting up Scum VM on the Steam Deck. How's the pirate biz? Horrible. The sailing embargo has killed has all us pirates landlocked. We can't go about our business. Some of us tried pirating on land, but it just doesn't feel right. What's this about an embargo? I mean, if Largo doesn't have any more money because they're embargoed, what's that going to do? Well, it's not really an embargo. It's a tax on ships coming or going. But it's a huge tax on no captain on this island can afford. Including Dread. That fool Largo doesn't know when to stop. He can't take more from us than we have. Guess we have to learn some pirating sauce. Pirating on land, right? Isn't that just called cat burglaring? You'll need to go to the far side. You'll meet a man named Captain Dread. Yikes. Sounds intimidating. Not really. Won't you get to know him? Of course, he can't take you anywhere until Largo lifts the sailing embargo. Walking and stealing, right? Mugging. Any marshmallows left? There's an important question for you. Marshmallows? We don't have any marshmallows. What's that white puffy thing at the end of your stick? It's the stuffing from under my eye patch. We're just sterilizing it. We're pirates, Guybrush, not Girl Scouts. You know any piratey songs? Those darn land pirates. Sure, Fink knows millions. Go ahead, Fink. Sing that one about Scab Island. Oh, all right. Well, I'd rather be a pirate on Scab than a scab on a pirate. And if you listen to me gab, I'll tell you why I admire it. Oh, the people aren't too friendly and the weather's not the best. The lodging's too expensive and Largo's quite a pest. But the thing I like about Scab is what it hasn't got. No mayor or police force and no jail in which to rot. That was beautiful. When is this set? I don't know. That's a good question. Is he going to give me a different song this time? Or is it going to be the same Scab Island one? Oh, here's one about a pirate, his parrot, and a tragic day at sea. You're not gonna sing the Polly the Squawker lives in Davy Jones's locker, are you? You know that one always makes me cry. Sorry, Bart. The cat, too. The 70s, yeah. Hey, Epic, how you doing? All right, I guess I'll not get another song out of these fellas. That reminds me, do we have any weenies left? Let's see. 1700. There you go. The 1770s. How's that? Steamin' weenies, 20 feet. Oh. What are you crying about, Mystic? Huh? What you mewing about? Are you gonna ta-da? Come here. Come on, Mystic. Come on. Hurry up. You'll get a... Oops. Hit the wrong button. There we go. Mystic. Come on. We got ads coming here in a minute. That was beautiful. Come on. Come on. Hurry up. I don't ask you to ta-da very often. Come on. Hurry up. There he is. Hi, Mystic. He says, I'm going to go over here where the camera can't see me. How about you come over here? He says, never mind. I'm done. A drive-by to dying. Oh, cool. Does it run Twitch OS? Let's see. Oh, there's a sign. Okay, there we go. Typical. Rapscallion Steamin' Weenie Hut. Place order here. Door appears to be locked. It just runs Twitch ads backwards. There you go. This scene has a really nice vibe, doesn't it, though? All right, so the commercials are likely kicking in here in just a second.
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large,
Ain't that the truth?
a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda.
Is there sound in this game? Yeah. Only music. Because, hey, Kira. How you doing, by the way? Mystic. Sorry, he's clawing the back of my wife's chair. The MT32 did all of the... Yeah, I'll come back and I'll tell you in a second. Give me just a few minutes. I need a quick bio break myself and a quick stretch break. I've been going for about 2 hours without one. And then we'll be right back with some more Monkey Island. In the meantime, I have a little funk. right. Oh no, I think I screwed up the redeem. How's it going, Bo Elving? Let's see. Oh yes, Kira, you back? Are you able to hear me now? You passed the commercials. Hopefully they're finished and you don't have to deal with them now. I broke it. You know, it never occurred to me. I changed scenes, and it didn't occur to me that it wouldn't be playing in all of them. I actually have a new set of scenes that I've been tinkering with over the past couple of months that will fix that, actually. I have used this set of scenes now for about 1.5 years, almost 2 years, just modified, like put a different background and kind of changed things around mostly in the captures. But I've learned so much over the past few years in streaming that one of the things I did figure out was to put all my channel points on one separate scene and then just mirror that scene within all the other scenes. So no matter which scene is actually visible, the channel points are always playing on that one scene that's being mirrored. So it's easy to fix them all with just fixing one scene. Did that make any sense at all? Not a problem. Your VPN location is the moon. No ads, but a bit spotty connection. I hear you too. Two code blows. I like that. Kira, so what I was saying before the ads kicked in is that this game, most games that had MT32 soundtracks up until probably 91, 92, and they kind of started phasing them out in place of General MIDI. Some of them didn't do digital sound effects. Instead, they used a set of built-in sound effects that was in the MT32 itself. So they would make use of like doors closing or glass breaking and things like that. They were just little clips that were inside the actual sound bank. So the problem with that is that there were like 3 different iterations of the MT32 over the years, and they had slight variations in the sound. So depending on which one you heard, you might have actually got different sounding sound effects. Some people would notice them, most people don't notice them. Hey, Peter Steves, how you doing? Welcome in. Monkey Island. Woo! Yes, this is Monkey Island 2. So there is music. There's the music now. And it plays constantly throughout the game. I just hit pause to stop the music for the ad time, the break. So we need to figure out how to get into the Weenie Hut. I'm not sure exactly what to do there. Kill the what? The Biug. Oh, Biug. Yeah. It took me a minute. I'm like, what? Why is that a red dot? Oh, that's the swamp. Why is that a red dot right there? And eventually you could download new MIDI sound sets. Yeah, for MT32, I don't think... Well, you might have been able to program ROMs into it if you had the right equipment. But when General MIDI came about, the AW32 and then the AW64 and the Sound Blaster Live, pretty much every creative sound card, at least up until the early 2000s, had sound font capabilities. So you could actually replace what would effectively be General MIDI with whatever sound fonts you wanted, make them sound like whatever you wanted. For example, I'm using MUNT for MT32 on this because the soundtrack is just so good. It's really worth it. But to give you an idea of the difference, just for kicks and grins, let's save... Well, we save... Here, I'll save it again. Let's save it here, and I'll just give you an idea of the difference in the audio. This is... Wait. 4. There we go. All right, and then we'll quit. Yes. So, I'm just going to play Monkey 2 without going through Roland, and then you'll hear the difference in the music. I'll just load it from where we left off. That's similar to Apple's QuickTime musical instruments. Because of the mid-90s, they upgraded it with new instruments, but made my game's music sound different from before. Probably. Now, Microsoft, when Windows... I don't remember if it was the later release of Windows 95 or it was the release of 98, but somewhere right around that time, like late 97, early 98, they had licensed Roland's sound canvas sound set. So the general MIDI instrumentation that came with Windows in the late 90s, all the way up through Windows XP, I think all the way through Windows 7, was actually the Roland sound canvas sound pack. The code, I don't know what you call it, the ROM, I guess. I don't know exactly what they were using. It's not exactly the same as the sound canvas, like the 88 or 8800 or 8800 Pro or whatever. 7 had GM support. I can't remember if it was 7. It might have been Vista when it ended, but it was somewhere between Vista and 7. But they used it for about a decade before they got rid of it. I do know that. So listen to this and you'll hear the difference. May invalidate save game? What? Are you serious? Oh no. Well, that's all right. It's too late. It took it. I know. I've never seen that. But here's DOSBox's implementation of Sound Blaster 16 sound set. You had an IBM machine. I think it had some weird, but it could emulate Sound Blaster 16 and others. Yeah, emulating the Yamaha sounds was such a common thing between the Sound Blasters and pretty much every sound card. Not as natural, yeah. Never had an MT32, so I didn't get to hear the real soundtracks for a lot of these until MUNT. And same with me, T-Pat, exactly. I remember hearing MUNT for the first time and being able to kind of get an idea of the MT32. I was blown away by the difference in the quality. It's not bad. It's just very simple. Now, let's see. I don't know if it really invalidated the save or not. Hopefully it didn't. But to run it and just send it off to the MIDI, you just have to throw an R at the end. After Monkey 2, you put a space and then an R. That's very weird that it did that, though, that it gave that message. I did not realize it would break the sound set. There we go. But yeah, so MT32 was really innovative when it came out in the late 80s. And Sierra made a big push to make it, to kind of market it. Let me go polish this guy's leg 10 more times. I need 10 more pieces of 8. That's just really weird. And they were really pricey. I mean, to give you an idea, they were like $800 new or something like that. And this is in 1987 or 88. And let's see, what is... So $800 today would be $1,207. So you could buy a GPU, like a high-end, a really high-end graphics card for the cost of an MT32. And that was after already spending probably $2,000 just to buy a computer in the first place, because in 1987, they weren't cheap. A good $1,000 to $2,000, somewhere in that range for a good PC. Played Monkey Island 2, LeChuck's Revenge on an Amiga 500, so sounds and music probably sounded very different. Oh, yes. Unless you played it back, Bo Elving, unless you played it back through an external MIDI device, in which case they would sound basically the same. Like, you wouldn't really tell the difference. There might be a slight difference in some sounds and volumes of instruments only because of the implementation of whatever hardware or software was being used to send the MIDI to the external device, and of course what device you were using, because there wasn't just an MT32. I mean, you had Akai hardware, because Akai still does MIDI today. Akai used to have some software or hardware out there that was cheaper than the MT32. Yamaha had their own version. Roland had theirs, of course. Yeah, this was on Amiga. This was on pretty much every computer system that was available at the time. I don't know what all releases it had, but I know it was on DOS, it was on Apple, it was on, yeah. Let's see, what can I give this guy? If I give him this stick, would he do something with it? No thanks. Just occurred to me. Let's see. Even Thexter on Mac supported MT32, but that was another Sierra title, and pretty much everything Sierra did from King's Quest IV until they went full CD-ROM and started using like Red Book audio or digital, soundtracks. Everything was done. They had MT32 or General MIDI support, depending on the year. So from 1990 on, there was a good chance it had General MIDI. Before that, it was MT32 until you got to King's Quest IV. Anything before King's Quest IV didn't have either one. It was just whatever onboard audio you'd have or sound card. And you sure as heck didn't have one. Yeah, I mean, really, who did? It was not cheap. You can get them relatively inexpensive now, anywhere from about $100 to $200 used. Let's see. How about we try to give the guy this and tell him it's a claim ticket? What would I do with that? I guess he doesn't know what it is. Can we... Oh. Good news, Dad! I'm not pregnant. It was just a scare. That's good news. When you upgraded the Tandy 1000 to a 486, I was surprised that the early Sierra games actually sounded worse. Indy 19XX, thank you for the follow and welcome to the channel. Yeah, I mean, it really depended. See, when I played King's Quest, all we had was PC speaker. So all I heard was one note at a time, and it was just bleep, bloop, beep, beep, boop, boop, boop. You're a simple man. I see LucasArts. I follow. Oh, well, thank you. These are the Tuesdays, 5 p.m. Indy. Those are the nights we're doing pretty much nothing but LucasArts and Sierra games for a while. We just started Monkey Island 2 today, and we were playing X-Wing before. After I finish this, I might play another stream or two of X-Wing and kind of slowly work my way through that game. It's such a long and very difficult game to get through. After that, I don't know what I'm going to play. I'm going to figure something out, but it's likely to be a Sierra game, and then we'll probably play another round or two of X-Wing, and then another LucasArts game or something. Who knows? Let's see. Platforms: Microsoft Windows, FM Towns, DOS, Mac OS Classic, and Amiga OS. Yep. Yeah, the PC Junior and 1000 could do 3 whole notes. Exactly. We did that, in fact, when I streamed Maniac Mansion. Not last year, but in 2021, I did a DOS, pretty much DOS-only games, and went over the history of it because that was the 40th anniversary of DOS, basically, the anniversary of the IBM PC being released. So PC-DOS, MS-DOS. Anyway, we did Maniac Mansion, we did King's Quest 1, both of which had Tandy audio or 3-voice audio because they were, well, King's Quest was made specifically for the PC Junior and was ported over to other platforms. I think it came out on Apple simultaneously, but it was commissioned by IBM specifically for the release of the IBM PC Junior, which was really cool. Plus the brown note, yeah. Holy crap!
Awesome. It's a raid from Noodle Beef
Noodle?
Let's all give them a warm welcome.
Take the... Indy, you must have popped in from Noodles. How you doing? Welcome in, Raiders. Good to see you. The magic eel. Noodle, I saw you were... What were you playing? Of course you do. Nyano Cats. Bueller. Cabron. No, that was just a great timing. That was perfect timing, Indy. Noodle Raid, she said you were... Yes, I'm trying. You were playing Quest for Glory. I almost wanted to say that. You're still working on the first one, right? You haven't finished the first one yet. What do you think of it? Now that you've had some time and you never did get skilled in climbing, or did you restart so that you could get climbing? Because I think you went fighter, right? You chose fighter? Dikanji, how you doing? 2 of 17. Hey, you know what? It sometimes is just that way. It really is. Sometimes it's just that way. You guys came in just in time. We just started playing Monkey Island 2, and I haven't played this game since roughly after it came out. You're doing the VGA version, which I played that one too when it came out. I liked both of them. I'm hoping. Got to remove that raid ad for yeah, thank you, Bueller. I appreciate that. The views are always helpful. Although they get kind of finicky about raids, but I'm still happy for the views, and I appreciate you bringing everybody over. Noodle, thank you so much. If you're not following Noodle Beef Noodle, you're definitely not doing Twitch right. Hang on a second. My brain has to stop for a moment while I type that out. Oh, wow. Ha! Thank you. Oh, there it is. I missed it. Thank you for giving that shout out. I guess that was probably Echo or somebody. I don't know who it was. Indeed, what a good DC. What good. Thank you. Anyway, so welcome to my channel. Sorry, my brain it's been a long day. I worked before I had to stream, and I'm just not quite here. My name is Bitoman, and I play old PC games. Dawsember, for example. And on Tuesday nights, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, we're playing LucasArts and Sierra games pretty exclusively for the time being. And on Fridays, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, we're playing Baldur's Gate. It's pretty much 90s games. That's the theme for right now, for this year, is anything from the 90s. So we're playing all kinds of different games from 90 to 99, maybe early 2000, because we got a lot of Christmas releases, but Dawsember, even though it's January, it's Dawsember every day of the year. Oh, it's aw, poor cats. The cat, you see, I'm uncomfortable. What's so uncomfortable? At least it's not spooters and spiders and creepy crawlies, right? Noodle, thank you so much for your raid. I appreciate that. You guys are fantastic, and I hope you had a fantastic stream, and I hope you are having a really good time with Quest for Glory, because that is one of my favorites. That is one of my all-time favorites. In fact, that was one of the earliest games that I played on PC that I finished. In fact, I want to say it was the second game that I played after King's Quest IV, which was the first game I played and finished on a PC. And so I have fond memories of Quest for Glory 1. Funny thing is I haven't played it that many times, and you have a cat to show off whenever he wants. Yeah, he got himself in trouble, so he's in his timeout at the moment. I don't know what he did. I went and used the bathroom, and I heard the wife shout at him for something, but he was already doing all kinds of stuff to get himself in trouble before that, so it didn't take much. It was sort of a 3 strikes and you're out cat. He's a bit of a nut job. So, yeah, where is he? Hang on a second, I'll show you. My wife has a couple of emotes on her channel that are pictures of him. There you go. You're curious about the Die Hard behind me. Okay. This is actually new for me, and it was brand new. In fact, we opened it. We opened this on Friday. This is a Sierra game, believe it or not. Actually, Sierra published. It was done by Piranha. Was it Piranha? I think it was done by Piranha. And is a Lithtech engine game. It's a very similar engine to what was used for No One Lives Forever 2. So it's kind of a little big box, I guess. It's got its little gatefold on it. And let's see. Get some decent images of the back. Welcome to the party, pal. This game got buried in bad reviews, I think. So, I'll tell you what. We'll shrink this down. I'll give you an easier one than me trying to hold it up and get stuff to zoom, or There you go. To focus. It's very nostalgic. And this is small because they, in the early 2000s, they moved to this size because stores were complaining about how all those big old boxes were taking up all this space and, retail space, shelf space is really expensive. But yeah, so this was brand new actually when I got it. It had never been opened. It's in great shape. It's got one little puncture hole in the bottom. I get the impression the action isn't too bad, but the voice acting and the stiffness of the models and just generally not well made is what killed it. But it does have the voice of Reginald Vell Johnson and probably the best looking model in the game. So it was a very cheap way to get into game dev like Unity. Yeah, basically, back in the day, there were game dev books that came with Listech license. I gotcha. And they would almost always come with these little cardboard trays like this. They still had manuals, but they started getting smaller. But it's basically a, combination stealth shooter type game. And I have yet to play this. Like I said, I just got this Friday. I've never seen anybody stream this one. And I figure this is going to be hopefully worth playing through. So all brand new. Even still smells like it was brand new. It has that just out of the box kind of smell. Every time I get used games and whatnot, they almost always smell like mold or gain. That's the big one. And then it came with a demo of Aliens vs. Predator 2. So that's basically it. That in your registration card, because back then they still did snail mail. So very cool. Nice little advertisement on the back for Aliens vs. Predator 2. Very cool. So, looking forward to this one. This is going to be played on the XP machine. I've tried getting it to run in Windows 11, and it just doesn't work at all. Published by Sierra. Never heard of them. Who's Sierra? Yeah, this is towards the end of Sierra's run. I think their last published game was like 2005, maybe, if that late. But this was towards the end of Sierra's publishing run. And then they sold, I guess, to Warner Brothers, or was it Blizzard? I can't remember who they sold to. That demo was the first game you played on your P4 machine. So, I'm kind of excited about this one. I really am. I'm keeping my, trying not to get too excited because I figure I'll probably be disappointed in the overall game, but we'll see. What did I have? I didn't have a Pentium 4. I had an Athlon XP. I had two of them, a 1600 plus and an 1800 plus. I had them both at the same time. As I built one, and then 6 months later built a second one, and was using them both to play EverQuest. You want to dedicate some time to reverse engineering and patching 98 and XP era games so they run on modern systems someday. So far, skill issue. You got a ways to go, but you know what? I think it'll be fine. It's there is some solutions out there. I've heard of Reshade. I haven't tried that one yet. That was something that was relatively recent to me. But what I normally use is DG Voodoo 2, which is not the best solution, but it works pretty well in a lot of cases. And it's easy to set up and install. So it doesn't really require much. You can oftentimes find mods for really popular games that will work just fine by simply installing the mod and it'll replace it. Some of these old games like Monkey Island 2, DOSBox works beautifully, which is what I'm using on this. However, most people would probably be better off playing it in ScumVM, which just works perfectly. It's what it was designed for. It was designed to play Monkey Island and Monkey Island 2 and Maniac Mansion and Day of the Tentacle. That was where this all got started, the ScumVM, that is. So that's the easy solution. When you hit Windows 95 and into Windows XP, those games are oftentimes very difficult to get working properly, and even more so if you're trying to capture them. For example, for those who know Retro Island Gaming, he's been playing through the Quest for Glory series as well. He just finished Quest for Glory 4, which is my favorite, and was saying he may not, I don't know if he is or not, but he says he may not be able to play Quest for Glory 5, at least not stream it, because he was having so much trouble getting it to capture. And then my daughter just walks into the camera I wouldn't have known it if it wasn't for the breeze.
I walked into the camera.
Did you hurt yourself? You as human, yes. Anyway, so, he couldn't get it, and I remember trying to stream it myself, and it was really kind of weird because what I ended up doing was using the Stream Deck to capture the game once I actually got the game running instead of trying to click on stuff. It was just it was a chore, and then it was buggy. It crashed a few times in stream, but I hope he does get to play it. I really want him to finish the series. Bunny ears, yes, she does the bunny ears all the time. Oh no, Malsk. But how can I pirate when I don't have a pirate hat? You're trying to work out some bugs in Anachronox right now. You're trying to understand where the original engine bits are. There are some layers of weirdness. Game mostly still works, though. Interesting. 4 is a favorite, isn't it, Godappy? That is a great one. Some old games need the extra memory spots for black and white color. Yeah, it gets really weird. Turkey? Are you trying to make a point, Epic? You have QFG5 in a bundle, but I've never tried to play it. It's worth it. Oh, hang on a second. Let me give the kiddo a good night here. Sorry about that. Some old games need the extra. Yeah. QFG5. So, T-Pat, you should play it. I will tell you that there are, usually when you get to the last game for like Sierra games, especially when the series is ending in the mid to late 90s, they're oftentimes just awful. And Quest for Glory 5 has its really bland moments. It doesn't quite have the soul that 4 and earlier had, but the ending is really good, and it finally puts a cap on what happens in the series. Because for those who don't know, Quest for Glory 4 was was originally written to be 4 games, and I think it was, I don't remember if it was 3 or 2. They ended up having a story that was too big, and they split it into 2 sections. That might have been 2, and they split it into 2 sections. I can't remember precisely. But ultimately, they ended up having to make a 5th game. If they had been able to finish the series the way they had planned it, it likely would have been done in the early 90s, just like Quest for Glory 4, and it would have been really solid, I think. So, it's just a shame. It's one of those where, Sierra was starting to really kind of peter out in the 90s. There was, I guess, a little bit of internal, strife or whatever that was going on. I know the Williamses were getting a little bit tired, I think, of running the business, at least based on some of the interviews and whatnot recently. And they were looking to pass that kind of leadership on to somebody else. They made a bad decision, didn't work out so well for them, and, the rest is history. But the devs, the teams that were there kind of fell out. So what are we looking for in this pirate town? Right now we're looking for 3 items. We've already got one of them. We have a voodoo shopping list. Something of the thread, something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead. Then we've already found Legrand's relative's grave, dug up a bone, and there it is. So we've got the something of the dead. Now I'm going to polish this guy's leg. Yeah, you heard me right. And he's going to give us a piece of 8 every time we do it. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Oh boy. So we've got, this will be 12. I need 8 more. I'm guessing. I don't know anywhere else I'm going to get money, but eventually I'm going to need 20 pieces of 8, and I'm here, so polish away. And you have a wife and daughter who, oh yeah, they come into the picture sometimes. Don't forget. Yes. How many pieces of 8 can he give? That's a good question, Peter. I haven't played this game since it came out, and that was in 92, I think. And I've only played this one once. I played all the other... Well, no, I take that back. I didn't play Escape but one time. I've played all the others twice or more. And Return to Monkey Island, but I haven't played that one at all. That just came out last year, so... This one might as well be like a first-time playthrough. Funny thing is I feel like I'm doing pretty good, considering. You still remember this well. See, there's a few things... I come into certain areas and I'm like, oh, I remember this. Like the swamp, for example. I really distinctly remember the swamp. And I remember getting to the Voodoo Lady's hut. For some reason, that really stood out in memory. Okay, what are we at? 18, 19, 17. That was close. I mean, if I'm sitting up on a ledge and somebody starts rubbing my leg like that, I don't think the first thing that I would do is give them a piece of 8. I don't know about you guys, but it's a little weird. $19 pieces of 8. And I'm sure there's probably a better way to do this. I'd give you a piece of 8, but I'm fresh out. So I've got 19 pieces of 8. It's intentional. Okay, he's not going to give me 20. That means I have to find the 20th one somewhere else. Interesting. That wouldn't be wise. Yoo-hoo! They're not going to talk to me. Otherwise, he'd be the richest pirate on the island, one piece at a time. Yeah, eventually. So, I can open the box. And he just sits there and holds it. And I think... Oh, that did work. Okay. I don't want to polish that. Okay, so we've set this up as a trap. I think we need to trap the mouse or rat or whatever. My guess is we need cheese, because they said he's Munster Monster. That's his name because he loves Munster cheese. All right. Let's see, what else can we do? Has anything changed in the ship? Just stopping by to say, stop talking turkey. Hey, sidewalk warrior. Oh, wait a minute. Can we use the bucket on the alligator? I don't think that'll work. That doesn't work. Use shovel on alligator. I can't dig that, Daddy. God, really? What's the deal here, Jive Turkey? You can blame Epic for that one. Ain't no Jive Turkey. What's over here? Is there anything over here? No. Can we talk to the alligator? No. Excuse me, I'd like a room, please. Sorry, we only have one and it's full. But he's not going to give me anything else, is he? No, of course not. How about we pick up the registry? I can't pick that up. Why not? I've used a shovel on lots of snakes. Can confirm. It does something. Yeah. Ooh, can we pick up the bell? I don't think I'd get away with that. So we need to get him out of here somehow. Can we go over here? No. All right. I'm not sure if I've done everything in here yet that I can do. Let's go talk to Wally. Maybe he can give us something. Maybe there's something in there I can snag. We'll check out the inn after Wally. Hi, Wally. Who's there? I can't see anything out my monocle. Yeah, okay, so he's got nothing for me. Can we steal him blind now that he can't see anything? Is there anything to steal? It's too small. Oh, wait. I'm such a dope. Use shovel on map. Okay, can't pick that up either, I don't suppose. Can we pick Wally up? Pick up Wally. What is this, midget wrestling? Oh, that's just so not right. Oh, pile of paper. For crying out loud. Oh. It's blank. It's blank. Can we make our own claim ticket? Use this on this. No? You don't want a polished bone? Can't believe somebody would steal it. Oh, that's wrong. Use polish? Yeah. Hey, Klaus! Welcome in! Good to see you. Oh, crap, I went to the wrong door. We're going to the hatch. Stop. It's a family stream, yes. Monkey Island 2 is trying to make it not so much. Hey, excuse me? Yeah, boy. Grog, please. I'll need to see some ID for that. I must have left my ID in the other pants. Of course. You'll have to do better than that. No ID, no service. Okay, let's talk to him again. Let's see. Is that job available yet? Sorry. That guy I hired is doing just fine so far. Nice place you have here. I'll see ya. Alright. Is there something I can give him? I'm gonna guess that I need to have... Either this needs to be an ID or it needs to be a claim ticket. But I'm not sure what to do with the paper yet. No thanks. Let's see. Can't use this. Should listen to my mother. Should have practiced. Doesn't seem to work. So how do we get him to let me back there?
I am making many new friends.
Ionocat, thank you very much for the follow. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering your name. Holy crap!
It's a raid from that girl Joey. Let's all give them a warm welcome.
Welcome in, Raiders. Sorry for the head crab. Welcome in, Raiders. Joey, how are you doing? Thank you for giving Joey that shout-out. What a time to walk in, Flaos. Yes! Echo, if you wouldn't mind giving Klaus a shout-out too when you can, I would really appreciate that too. Welcome in, Raiders. Hot Saucy Son. Saucy Son. Hot Saucy Son. I'll get that right. Welcome in. Even more people. The more the merrier. I tip my head crab to you.
Turkey.
Okay, turkey. Whatever you want to call it. It looks like a head crab to me. There is no way to butcher because there is no authoritative pronunciation. You know, that may be true, but everybody has their idea of how they want their name pronounced. I just want to be respectful. How's that? Circuit Boga. I like that name. That's pretty cool. Welcome in, Raiders. We got the Noodle. You guys are fantastic. Joey, what were you playing? Guaranteed. Saucy Son, you say? I like it. You don't have any preference to know my name is pronounced. That works good then. I'll call you Nyan. Metal Warrior Ultra, and you won? That's a game I need to look into. You guys know so many great games I've never heard of. Metal Warrior Ultra. Ooh. Obviously C64. Obviously. Modern C64 game. So for those who don't know Joey does a lot of C64, particularly on Tuesday nights, but she does all kinds of different real hardware streams for some not specifically DOS or Mac systems, right? With a great SID soundtrack. Ooh. And anyway, she also plays a lot of modern games that were made for the older systems as well, which is really cool because there's people out there actively working on projects for computer systems from 30, 35 years ago. You know, I mean, it's crazy to imagine. And I mean, they still do it for DOS, but I seem to find people really focusing on games for things like the Amiga and whatnot as more common, really, for old projects. That I hear of, anyway. Doesn't mean that there aren't a lot more. I just haven't heard of them, but that's what I hear of. It's cool. So, how was your stream? Did you have a good time, I hope? We just started Monkey Island 2.
Making many new friends
Joe
in
Funk,
Britannia.
thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. For those who don't know me, while Joey is hopefully typing out the answer, I know you won, which is awesome by itself, but I hope overall it was a great stream. You'll find me, my name is Bitterman, and I play PC games on Tuesday nights, old PC games. Right now we're playing Monkey Island 2. We're doing it in DOSBox. Didn't have a lot of luck getting the MIDI to work properly on the Pentium 2 for some strange reason, although I had some issues with it to begin with, sorted those out, but for whatever reasons, Monkey Island 2 just didn't want to output properly. Fixed hardware platforms are more thankful than DOS. Well, that's true because they were not, they were basically closed systems. You didn't have a lot of variation other than whatever Amiga was doing. You can find Metal Warrior Quadrilogy on itch.io, okay. Think they recommend emulators for sure, for there. You know, I'm not surprised. Otherwise, it would be a very limited audience at this point. Epic. Modern C64. Fornado, how are you doing, by the way? I hope you had a good day as well. It's good to see you. MW is a reboot of the Quadrilogy. Oh, I gotcha. That's pretty cool, though, to see all of that kind of stuff. Let's see. I'm surprised that didn't come up at the top of the search. Hang on a second. Also on itch. Gotcha. Protovision? Does that sound right? So this is a link to the game. A gem of a game and features action, adventure, and other game elements in a skilled blend of technical perfection. Well, they've got me on the words, I'll say that. Oh, okay. I like that. I love itch.io's like purchase method. Buy now, $10.99 USD or more. Pay in tips. Oh, there's a Windows executable for it as well. Interesting. Physical editions of MW Ultra are available from Protovision, cartridge, and Cytronic disc. What? That's cool. You know I work by my cybernetic arm fast when it comes to you. Yes, I know you do. Catapults and lands through the window. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm sitting here looking at this. Buy a cheat book or call the 900 number and the parents. You're thinking of connecting your Yamaha PSR 530 from 1997 to your PC for the purpose of MIDI synth. I actually never ended up using it for that much back in the day, but these days I love Yamaha sound and often use the SYX G50. Yeah, I mean, by 97, MIDI was not really that common in games, like newer games. They pretty much were all using Redbook or just MP3s or some variation of a compressed audio. And Joey only played it, but beat the game. That's pretty freaking awesome. I usually suck at these types of games, and I'll enjoy them for a while, and I just, I never get very far through them, and I end up like, all right, I'm done. But I also equate these to arcade games, too, so that doesn't help my mood on them, because as much as I loved arcade games, they were never meant to be beat. They were meant to take your money. So I guess I get kind of a mentality of I'm never going to finish this because I can't finish this. Before the internet, you had to buy a cheat book to solve games like this. Oh, those times. Well, when you bought this game you go to a computer store and you would buy Monkey Island 2, sitting next to it on the shelf was the hint book for it. And they'd sell that separately, and you just had to buy it. And a lot of people would. They'd buy both of them at the same time. You was playing DOS games with MIDI in the late 90s. Yeah, I mean, you still could, just saying it was not common with new games. So, just one of those things. But you usually played them on Windows with SB Live. Yeah. Oh, you used the Sound Font. So the Pentium 2 that we have also has a Sound Blaster Live, which just does absolute garbage for DOS games. It has the worst time. It works just fine when using a sound font. So if you have a good sound font, they sound great. But if you wanted to capture like the MT32 or the general MIDI in a separate device because you just wanted a particular sound, you were pretty much just stuck with the sound font. And what a great job they did by taking our money. Oh, they did. You remember when they had the cheat codes? Do games nowadays have cheat codes? Never hear the term cheat code for modern games. If you know the whatever developer commands, a lot of times you can. I don't know, but they make games so much more accessible now than they used to be. I mean, you got to think. You get a game nowadays, they don't come with a manual. You might have an online manual somewhere that you can look at, but they give you a tutorial to give you the basics of how gameplay works. They can't make the game so hard that they alienate, a majority of the potential customers. They just can't. They don't really do cheats. Some games do, but not really. It disables achievements. So if it's a game that's like that, if it has multiplayer, you can't do cheat codes, because then you open the door to the potential of somebody to figure out a way to make it work in multiplayer. So you're not going to find cheat codes in Fortnite. I think a lot of people used to call the hotline when stuck extra revenues. And then they would use that too. So if you didn't buy the hint book, you might call the 900 number and spend $1.60 the first minute, 30 cents per minute after or something, whatever it was back then. I don't know. Hang on a second. Let's see. What did they use? Because I bet you this is from 93. This should have it. I don't remember. Let's see. I bet you the card is in here for this. If not, Return to Zork probably has it. Ah. Yes. Yes. Here it is. Check it out. Of all things, because this is just a weird box, and Westwood would do this kind of thing. Red Brown, thank you. So, this is a card that comes in Lands of Lore, if I can get it right. It's so weird. I can't get the right angle on this. But anyway, this is from Lands of Lore. And on the back of it, if I can get it to Focus. Let's see. That one doesn't. This camera doesn't have a great focus. Let's see if this one will actually do better. Slightly better camera. Nah. Anyway, I'll just have to read it to you. I can't get it to focus. But, so let's see. Cost of 900 call, 95 cents a minute. For automated hints, $5 to $20 for card recharge. Holy crap! Oh my god! No, it's not prepaid. It's just, but it is a plastic card. I don't know why Lands of Lore did it this way. This would have been expensive. That's crazy. I never called these. The only time we ever called a service for a computer game was actually for, I think, Quest for Glory 1, the first one. And it had a bug that caused some problems. We couldn't get through the game. So we ended up calling them and they said, oh, yeah, so we're going to send you out a patch. And they sent us a disc in the mail. Yeah, if you happen to have a subscription to a magazine or two and posted question there 1 to 2 months, maybe get an answer. Or just go to a BBS or, you know, by the mid-90s, you could probably just hit a website. Somebody had to have posted an answer in a forum somewhere. Get on IRC and chat with people, maybe. You also had a CT 3980 all 32. Yes, that is. Those are really, really popular for DOS machines right now because the sound font and ISA great for DOS. Turn this off. Oh, that was not what I wanted. There we go. The spoiler website with walkthroughs is a time capsule. Yeah. 1998 GameFAQs was a lifesaver. And it's funny, GameFAQs is still around, still does that stuff. Still trying to find a 3980, but I only found an AW64. Well, I have a old plug-and-play Sound Blaster 16 that I use when I kind of convert this Pentium 2 into a DOS machine for DOSember, and then I have a Sound Blaster Live I use for 98, and that one does okay in DOS, but it's not great. It has its own issues. It's still around, but nothing like what it used to be. Well, that's like Planet, the Planet websites, you know, GameSpy and all of those. They had so many great websites for pretty much every game that was out there. So Gus Ace among them. All right, let's see if we can get this guy to give us some kind of something. File front. ftp.cdrom.com. I can't remember the name of the website. ftp.cdrom.com was freaking awesome. That was such a great place for demos, for patches, all kinds of just great stuff. You could upload and download like custom maps and things for Quake and Half-Life, all those. I used to love that. File Planet without the weight. Yeah, File Front, that's right. Two Cows, that was another one. Walnut Creek, thank you, Walnut Creek. I'm sitting there going, God, what was it? It's a California city name or town name. I couldn't remember the name of it. Thank you so much, Game Dev Jeff. So if you want vague hints or suggestions, oh, absolutely. I've got my little hints icon right above me. I'm going to keep that one on no hints at the moment. I just got distracted, you know. I got to run in my mouth over here. No thanks. So my guess is we've got to pick up the hammer. He's not going to let me have it until we get rid of him. Need the nails. Not going to let me have it. That's your hometown. That's pretty cool. Too busy talking turkey. Can we pick up the stool? Get your hands away from there. Boy, he's a grumpy old Gus, isn't he? Know anything about arthroscopic surgery? Look at the chair. Comfortable looking chair. It's not for sale. You know what really sucks? That yellow timer above my head. Yeah. You're still in the Bay Area. It's still always weird hearing people talk about places here. I mean, I only knew of Walnut Creek because of ftp.cdrom.com. And you could order CDs from them, and they would send you discs of their archive, which I thought was freaking awesome. Ask about building a sweet mini ramp for the driveway. There you go. I really don't know what I'm supposed to do next. So I'm kind of guessing. You ordered Slackware CDs from them. They shipped them to you in Australia. Wow. If that's a hint, it's gone over my head. All I can really hope for at this point is to wander around. Next, you need to do the thing. Once you do that, it'll unlock the thing so you can do the other thing. Well, that's just too much of a hint. Do you build it for free AOL CDs? I don't have an AOL CD, but I do have an old Netscape CD. Netscape Communicator. Yeah, you ordered shareware on floppies in New Zealand. Pay per megabyte. Ooh. So, how much is it? $1 a megabyte? Because I got a 128 megabyte USB drive. That'd be inexpensive. No, excuse me, 64 megabyte. Wow, it was smaller than I thought it was. Lexar jump drive secure. Can't remember, this was so long ago. Those AOL diskettes were great. Free storage, yeah they were. Put a little tape over the little, what you call it, the hole to keep it from triggering your disk drive to say it was write protected. You were good to go. I don't guess these guys got anything else to say to me, do they? Anything new? He's back. I told you we don't have any marshmallows. Well, let's see. Maybe we can get another song out of him. We tried, but he didn't give us anything last time. I'm just going to kind of let these commercials roll through for a moment. Oh, 100 bottles of beer on the wall. 100 bottles of beer. You take one down, you pass it around. 99 bottles of beer on the wall. 100. 100 bottles of beer on the wall. You take one down and pass it around. 99 bottles of beer on the wall. 4,200. Oh, 4,200 bottles of beer on the wall. 4,200 bottles of beer. You take one down, you pass it around. 4,199 bottles of beer on the wall. 54. Oh, jeez. Okay, whatever. That's enough. Oh, I wasn't done. Ever tell you about the time I kicked LeChuck's butt? Wow, look at those graphics. Look, Guybrush, besides the fact that we'd all rather die than hear that story again, there's another reason you shouldn't go spreading that story around. Largo Legrand is back on Scab. He used to be LeChuck's right-hand man. You don't want to get Largo on your bad side. I wonder if I just keep doing these piratey songs, if it does something different. And Stan. We haven't run across Stan yet. The only thing you remember of the game is Wally, because he's small and cute. You're in the Navy standing watch. I got down to 0 bottles one time. Oh my god. Counted back up to 99. Oh man. You got nothing else to do. How long were you in the Navy? Yeah, how long were you in the Navy? And was it fun? He had to count 200 bottles of beer, or really 198. What about more songs? Oh, I wish I could parlay some French with Governor Marley. I'd say to her, voulez-vous. Okay, that's enough. No songs about Governor Marley. Looks like Guybrush is still carrying a torch for the governor. Too bad he can't talk to her in English. Sorry, Mr. Sensitive. The only other songs I know are dirty ones about Governor Marley. Me too. You were in 10 months, got discharged for medical reasons. It sucked at the time. Looking back, I would rejoin in a second. You know, I guess, yeah. You'll have a night? Enjoy monkeying around. Well, thank you, Epic. Thank you very much. You have a wonderful night. Get some sleep. We'll see you soon. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday. Maybe someday soon. Seems like a good use of time. Just wait long enough and see if integer overflows. Sorry, Mr. Sensitive. The only other songs I know are about Governor Marley are dirty ones. Okay. See you salty dogs later. If you're thinking about joining, I would recommend if you don't have anything else going on in your life. I mean, there's far worse things you could do in your life. I mean, honestly. You're actually in Canada? I was looking at the Canadian Armed Forces or Navy. I mean, I'm sure I'd get a lot of hate for saying this, but at the core of it all, I'm sure it's not that much different. I can only imagine what the training would be considerably different, and the locations for the training would obviously be different. Do I go back? I don't know what I need to do. Is that where they go for other countries and apologize for everything USA's done? So one thing that bugs me about this scene, and I don't know if anybody else has picked up on this or not. All the other artwork so far, up to this point, looks different. This looks less defined to me. The color contrasts are far greater. He looks more cartoony than the other characters do. And it kind of bugs me. When you were in the Navy, I don't remember much about the Canadian military, but I always remember very interesting stories about the Australian Navy. Australian infantry training. Just have them go fight drop bears. If you win, you get in. It fits the style later. Okay. You never. Yeah, I've never known why this scene always weirded you out. That's super spot on. Canadian military is a lot more hardcore than you. No, I have heard stories that about the Canadian military that they're extremely good. Australian Navy fights sea monsters. That's after they have defeated a drop bear. Then they get to go fight sea monsters. It's an interesting shot because it's backwards. Guybrush is in the back. That's true too. It is a different perspective, but ultimately it looks very different styling for some reason. Yeah. So I can't really look around in here, and he's obviously not giving me any more options. I bet Australia has venomous sea spiders. I apologize to any Australians that are in the chat. I'm sure you've heard all this before. Nice shark jaws. We're gonna need a bigger boat. Okay. can't pick that up. Oh, okay. Wow, a whole bucket of mud. So, and it's mine. All mine. Who wanted mud? Somebody... Wait. Hollers, hey, how you doing? Coffee says, hey, Ollie. Or like that if you're in Australia, you're upside down. They do have the Sydney... Well, you know, Australia sees the moon upside down, so that's kind of accurate, right? Fenton mud. They do have the Sydney funnel web. Ooh. And spiders are amazing swimmers, so... Thanks, you're not helping me, Indy. Hey, Lazalito, welcome in, and thank you for the lurk. She says, hi, Coffee. Where's your... Coffee says, where's my hazmat suit? The music transition in this area is one of my favorite things ever. iMuse was freaking awesome. I don't think anybody would ever argue that. iMuse was absolutely awesome. What's going on? Oh, there it is. I'm like, why is he not raising up? Did I break something? Okay. Oh, string. I missed that last time. I bet you I used this on the stick and, that's holding up the box lid for the rat. I just need to find... Oh, wait. Hey, that is just a display model. Just a suicide plant. That's one of my most powerful potions. Brings the dead back to life. I'll take it. It could do lots of cool stuff with that. Or I could do lots of cool stuff with that. Think that god awful music for 13th guest because the rest was crap. What? I don't know. Was that a typo? I'm not sure I understood that. That god for the music. Because 7th guest was really good music. I enjoyed the music in 7th guest. Thank God. Okay. Yeah, because the 11th hour was... The 11th hour was rough. But I did get this.
Soup's on.
Soup's on. Soup's on. Chuck him into the soup.
Chuck him into the soup. There are complications. It only works on ashes and the resurrection is only temporary. Plus, you need to bring me a sample of the subject's ashes before I can mix up a batch. Boy, voodoo's complicated. Rules are rules. Was obviously referring to the god of music. Well, I'm sure there's probably a lot of people who have opinions on who is. About that jar I was looking at. I like to have my fortune read. I see a hard road for you, Guybrush. Things don't get easy for you when you defeated LeChuck, did they? People only wanted more. You had to keep proving yourself over and over. The pressure kept mounting until you lost it all. Your fame, your fortune, the one you love. Okay, that's enough. Miss Cleo has a Wikipedia page. Does she really? Call me now! About that voodoo doll. Have you brought me the ingredients? I have this bone of his grandfather. Perfect. Have you brought me any other ingredients? Nope. Could you tell me what they are again? Just like the list says. Something from his body, something from his clothes, something from some of his bodily fluids. That's all. So, I know where the... Okay, he spit on the wall. I know everybody wants to hear that. That's exciting. So we need to go back to the inn. Or, not the inn. We need to go back to... He's spitting dang near HD. We need to go back to the bar. Guybrush rowed a boat ashore. Alright, there you go. Now then, back to Woodtick. Down the hatch. There's an HBO documentary about her. I'm not surprised. Uh-oh. It's a mystic. Are you thinking about to dying? You gonna to-da cat? I don't want to touch it with my hands. Yuck! Okay, well Huh? Hang on a second. I think the cat's up to something. You're so silly. Don't bite, that's rude. Nope. You can't play with the headset cable. Here, play with your tail instead. There. Ow! That was my finger. No, you can't. You've already tore up one of those headsets. You don't get to tear that one up. You sweet boy. Until you go to play with my headsets. Then you're not a sweet boy. He's so... I hope I don't get timed out for sharing YouTube. Let's see. No, you're fine. Long as it's not against terms of service. Call me Miss Cleo official trailer. Oh! So that's been out for a while. Was that last year? Oh no, it hasn't been out that long. It's only been out for about a month and a half according to that date. What you doing? Huh? What you doing? What's with those feet? Those feet? There you go. How about that? He does not like me holding him, but he is so relaxed right now. You think you found it on a Monkey Island related website? Interesting. The music is pretty banging. You're such a sweet boy. If you could only see how he's sitting in my lap, it's quite humorous. Let's see if I can get a picture before he moves. Oh, oh, oh. You're so cute. You're so cute. Stop. You know Guybrush's job. All right, go on. And he says, I'm not done here. I'll just lay down right here. All right. Mystic. No, you can't do that. I know, it's just exciting, isn't it? But you're blocking the mouse and now I can't use it. Why does the bartender look like he's doing arm farts? He does. So we've now got two of the ingredients. No, don't chew on the mouse cable. Come here. You should have got the mouse that was in the house the other day, not the one that's on my desk. But he does. He looks like he's doing arm farts. Okay, so we've got spit. We've already turned in his grandfather's bone. We need something from his clothes. What did she say? There, we have the cat. Like it? So maybe a hair, or no, something. Yeah. So it's got to be like a hair and something off of his clothes. All right. Let's go here. Still haven't found the cheese yet. I bet you the cheese is in the kitchen. That makes the most sense. Which means I need to figure out how to get the... Mystic, what are you doing? See, I can feel the desk shaking. He is just pushing all kinds of buttons. Okay, so we're building a trap here for this rat. Okay. Wait. Use mud. Use mud on Mad Marty. I don't think that will work. Don't think that will work. Yeah. Okay. Not really sure what to use this on, but let's see if we can find something. Must be uncle of Mad Mardigan. Mad Dog Tannen? Missing a cat in my life, but have come to the conclusion that I can't afford one. You know, I mean, for the most part, if you're careful and keep an eye on like a vet in your area, kind of check with a few of them. Every once in a while, they'll get. This is how we got our cat Mystic. Sometimes they will drop off cats. People will drop off cats that, kittens and things like that. And if it's like our vet, they actually fixed him, gave him all his first round of shots and everything, and said, take him, please. Just give him a good home. And so with that being said, the initial cost ultimately is free. And really, the food, $10 or so for a bag of cat food. Another $10 or $15 for a litter box, and $7 or $8 for some, basic cat litter. It's really not too bad, ultimately. Now, when you go back for their second round of shots or any kind of, checkups or whatever, yeah, it's going to be a little bit different cost-wise. Depends on the vet, but even that's not too terrible unless they develop illnesses. But that's just like anybody else, Yeah. Yep. So, it depends. It's definitely a good bit of responsibility, because one of the other things too about cats is if you only get one cat, you're going to have to play with it regularly, or at least pretty frequently, because they get lonely. They say cats are independent. They are independent to a degree, but they still need companionship, and it's usually recommended to get 2 cats. But I've had only one cat at a time pretty much most of my life, and I just have to put up with their nonsense, you know? Sorry, we only have one and it's full. Okay, yeah, no, it's only one room and it's full. How about... our cats are old and they're happy just chilling on the sofa with us. Yeah, see, I was like Stash. He was happy as he could be, just laying in my lap. I'd sit on the couch, watch TV, and the first thing he'd do is get up in my lap and lay down, and he'd be there for hours. Or not couch, but the chair. Sorry, the recliner. Oh man, my cats couldn't live without each other. Otherwise, my head would have as much head as this guy. Yeah. But it's true. I mean, if you have two cats, and they're bonded pair, they'll pretty much entertain each other, and they're pretty much always happy. Usually. I'm going to guess that is there like a knot I can pull alligator. I could lose a finger doing that. It's securely fastened. So is there a knife or an axe? All right. Well, sharp implements could be found in the kitchen or in the woodcutter's shop. So let's see. I'm going to guess the other two items that we need are probably going to be found here in town. But I really don't know that. Yeah, but veterinary costs and more. Yeah, exactly. And I would have two, and my economy can't handle that. Yeah. I mean, the first responsibility is being able to afford them for sure. So if you're making that decision, I certainly understand that. Oh, wait. Window. I didn't see that. That's how we get in there. Ah, I remember being in here. And look what's there. A knife. Ta-da! Window. Yeah. Walk to the Vichy Soisy. I'm kidding. Vichy Soie, I know. It's cold potato and leek soup. It's funny. It's cold potato and leek soup sitting on top of the stove. It's cold. The fire's out. Well, of course. Is there some cheese here? Excuse me, but my soup, it's cold. Ooh, canned goods. Yuck. It's all cans of fruit cocktail. I hate fruit cocktail. Looks like it's basically the vichyssoise, the stove. Can we put mud in the vichyssoise? I thought he was actually gonna put the mud in there. How about we use the wood polish on the vichyssoise? I don't want to polish that. He's got good aim for this. I know, right? He's not even looking. He's just tossing it over his shoulder. Excuse me. Don't bug me. I'm cooking. All right, let's save it. I'm going to see what happens. There we go. So I'm going to try. Since I have a knife now, I'm pretty sure I need to go cut the rope and let the alligator loose. The barkeep might see me. Can't pick up the candle. Those are usable. Well, at least now I know how to get in here. I wonder if there's other places like that I haven't figured out yet. That look he gives. Oh no, this is... What am I doing? I need to go to the inn. The inn. Rev Brown, I like that. That's funny. It's sharp. Hey! How'd old Pegbiter get loose? I'd better go catch him. Before somebody catches... Or before he catches somebody else. Alright, here we go. 6. I don't want to steal his bell. Progress! Oh my god, look at this. Oh, toupee. Something from his head, huh? There we go. We have a toop. Messy, messy, messy. I don't see anything special about it. Oh wait, he said something more. I don't see anything special about it. Then again, I never really had understood art. Who let you into my room? I, thought it was my room. Well, it ain't. So get the heck out of here. Scram, kid. Did I miss my opportunity for the clothing? I feel like there should have been clothing in there. Right? Thread? How about... Let's do this. So pick that up. It's a bit on the tattered side. I saw styrofoam, or there it is. Don't like styrofoam. So maybe there isn't something for him. If it was Sierra, you'd restart, restore, and quit. Yeah. If it was Sierra, he would have just killed me and been like, "You're dead." Ha ha ha. I'm guessing that's as far as I can get with this. Like, there's nothing else in there. It's the thing from his head in this case, which would be the toupee. Savory coming hoodoo. Did I reset the timer by doing that? Oh, am I hiding? If he comes in... I'll just wait and see. Let's see if he's hiding behind that. What? Why did you come out from behind the dressing screen, you idiot? Well, that sucked. Spit in his water glass, right? Okay, so we figured out how to get rid of him. Never did find the cheese. Wait. Cheese squigglies. There it is. That's the cheese. Gamer fuel. Okay. Use cheese squigglies with box. Okay, so we trapped the rat. Now what? Like, what's the purpose of trapping the rat? Hey. Rat pate. Took me ages to find the dumb string. I had completely overlooked it. I got lucky, Cybertrucker Alpha. I did not see it the first time through, and then I walked through and there it was. Okay, so we're missing one. Oh my god, it's so obvious. I know the clothing that we need to get, and that's the claim ticket. I'm gonna pick up clothing, but I need to get the claim ticket. I'd like to pick up some clothes. Do you have your claim ticket, Sonny? It was stolen. Taking it bowling was a dumb thing to do. Yep. All right. Got a laundry type question. Shoot. Actually, nothing. I don't care about clean clothes. So, I think we need to find the claim ticket, and the clothes that we're going to be picking up is going to be Legrand's. And, then we'll have the final item for the voodoo lady so that she can make the voodoo doll. Largo Legrand voodoo doll. So I'm not sure why we put the rat in the box, though. That doesn't make any sense. Let's see. Missing the best sound. Missing the best about the game. No sound. What? You're not hearing the sound? Now you got me curious. Oh, speech. Yeah, seems fine. Okay. Had me worried there for a minute. Can hear the game sound. Good. As long as you guys can hear it. Yeah, what? No voice acting. Just like I like it. I do like the voice acting in the remasters. They're nice. Okay. Where might I find a claim ticket? Let's see, is there a way? It's sparkly clean. Everybody hates the game itself, but Escape from Monkey Island had some great voice acting. Yeah, that was because Curse was the first to actually come with a voice acting, and that's where Dominic Armato came in as Guybrush, and he really nailed it. I mean, no ticky, no washi. Actually, no collecty. Fit in my pocket. Pull. Push. Joe Cartwright. Best in the game. Speech, all two of it. It's how you hear Guybrush in your head, yeah. Well, the rat is in the box. I was able to trap the rat by using the stick to prop up the door on the box, tied the string to the stick. I used cheese squigglies from the alligator's food dish as bait, and the rat went in there, and I pulled the stick out. It's a line, no ticky, no washi. Oh, really? From the pilot episode of Bonanza? The one episode that actually had lyrics to the theme song? That I know. I haven't seen that episode in way too long. Probably about as long as the last time I played this. So exactly. It was a Wile E. Coyote trap if you ever saw one. Oh, there's a metronome. That goes ticky. No thanks. Too many bad memories of piano lessons. I'm surprised it doesn't go tick, 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 tick as it's going back and forth. Okay, I'm not sure where to find a claim ticket. The saddest line in all of Monkey Island. I should have listened to my mother. I should have practiced. Yeah. The only place I can think of that might have, and this would be logical, and we all know these puzzles aren't logical. The only logical place I can think of that would have a claim ticket for Largo Legrand would be in his room, unless he's carrying it around himself. Looks like somebody's trying to grow penicillin. I don't think that'll work. So why is it I can look at the drawer? It's empty. I don't like to get naked in other men's rooms. What? Oh my god, what a line. Largo could be back any minute. Doesn't seem to stay closed. I'm gonna guess that it's quite possible the dresser is where the ticket is. What is it that I need to do? And Largo will once again say, it isn't, so get the F out. Yeah. It's a dressing screen. You can't move it? Seriously? Thought you were Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. Okay. So he's just going to be in there, and then I have to leave and come back, and then he'll eventually let me wander around. So that's kind of telling me that I've got to do something in there. Mighty idiot. Mighty idiot pirate, more like. Yeah, he is kind of an idiot pirate, isn't he? Okay. So what is the trigger here for him to leave his room? Do I have to just leave the ship? Switch to a bigger headset? I can do that. He's starting to get nastier. No. So that's not the trigger. I don't know exactly what the trigger is for him to leave his room, because he was there, kicked me out, and then I left, did a couple of things, came back, and he was gone again. And that's, if that is the case, if I can get him to leave the room and I can get time to investigate it, then that tells me there's something else in there I need to do. So no rat pate. Nope, no rat pate. Yeah. Let's see. Where were we? What can I use this mud on? Can we just put the mud? Can we use the the bucket of mud on the wood guy, dude? Let's see. No. I don't think that'll work. Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to look around a bit. Of course you would. Of course you would. How do we get him out of here? Nice sturdy workbench. Pounds and pounds of nails. I need all of them. It says Woody. Oh, that's not awkward at all. Nice craftsmanship. I made it myself. Hey, don't touch that. Oh, no, you don't. Don't touch it. Let's see. Nothing. Is there something on the workbench that's like pixel hunty? There's a calendar. What about that shelf? No. So it looks like the nails and the hammer are the only things that I need to pick up. The real puzzle here is how to get him to give them to me or leave so I can pick them up without him being in the room. The stool as well, but I'm not so sure that's necessary. It's probably a red herring. I also felt like there was more I could do in the kitchen, but I hadn't quite figured that out yet either. Red herring? Delicious.
It's just red herring.
Let's see, can we give him the bucket of mud? Oh, won't let me give it to him. The original music is the best. Scrub J, welcome in. Yes. This is my first time ever hearing it this way, too. All I can see is water.
I'll have two number 9.
Say phalanges.
Number 9 large. A number
He's nowhere his head in bed. I just saw that. That's funny.
A number 7. 2 number 45s. 1 with cheese and a large soda.
Okay, we can't go out the door because the bartender will see me. I don't want to polish that. It's too heavy. Wait, fire's out. I'm no cook. That's fine. I'll bet it weighs half a ton. Let's see. What can we do? So he's not going to talk to me either unless something's changed. I said, leave me alone. What a jerk. Can't give him the bucket of mud. Give knife to... No. It's weird how you can't use that item on certain things. So what can we put in the Vichyssoise? Obviously, we're not going to polish the Vichyssoise. I don't want to polish that. My Scoutmaster would kill me if he saw me use a knife like that. Use a bucket of mud with Cook. I tried, he wouldn't do it. I don't think that'll work. It would work. It'd work great. He'd be covered in mud and I'd get a good laugh. But I'm not sure what else to do here. I feel like maybe we're supposed to put something in the bucket of mud, but I don't know what it is. Or not in the bucket of mud. Put something in the Vichyssoise. And I probably don't have what I need yet. Okay, so we have another... Ooh, we got another piece of paper. Can we pick up more than one? I've got enough. Let's talk to Wally again. Let's see what he says. Hi, Wally. Who's there? I can't see anything without my monocle. You know, I could talk about maps. I could just sit and talk about maps all day. Who couldn't? Mud pie. There you go. Is that all you do? Make maps? Well, I do some restoration work, too. I paste them together, recopy them. Paint little cupids in the corners. You know, artsy-fartsy stuff. Maps are very, very important. Not to me, I don't travel. You like maps, too. That's even better. With good maps, you can see the whole world without even leaving your living room. He's not wrong. If you see my monocle, let me know. Yeah. Yeah, about that. I'm gonna die hungry, blind, and alone. Alright. Let's just go to the voodoo lady. We'll drop off the spit in the hair. Poor Wally. I don't know if maybe... I mean, it could be that I turn these in, and then she says, oh, here, do this. Or maybe it'll trigger something in the game. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what's going on or how to get... I guess it's the claim ticket. I'm almost positive it's the claim ticket. Use wax lip on there? Yeah. I love that sequence in Monkey Island. That is one of the funniest things. Have you brought me any more ingredients? I have his toupee. Not quite a part of his head. But maybe I can get some scalp fragments from it. Have you brought me any other ingredients? I have some of his spit. Excellent. You may keep the paper. Do you have the final ingredient? I'll bring it later. Good. Now go. Spit encrusted paper. I see to you, Futa Petakakademon. It's blank and kinda soggy. So why did we have this in a blank piece of paper as well? That's very puzzling. You may keep the paper. Le papier. Come on. Come in. Row faster! Now I'm kind of curious. Wait a minute. So this old man has got the Mad
the
Marty.
latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty.
Excessi, how you doing?
Why it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning high-resolution, 3D landscapes, sophisticated score and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects. Elegant point, in-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
What would I do with that? Loom. How about use knife on Mad Marty? Yeah, see, I knew he wouldn't do it. Of course not. Use bucket of mud on clean laundry. That would work very, very well. Yes, it would work very well. He would be irate with us. Slept 1.5 hours, woke up, pirate hat. You woke up a pirate hat. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can. Nope. Not enough. Not enough clamping force on these. How you doing, Gregor? Not head crab. There you go. Here comes the ads. Here comes the ads. What's in the box? Oh, it's a rat. Never mind. It's too soggy. Wait. Wait a minute. So, okay. Ew, yuck. There isn't enough spit to put in the bucket. Wait a minute. Oh. Gregor is a pirate hat. Gregor is a pirate hat. Gregor is a pirate hat. That doesn't sound right. Emblem. You got to work in 4 hours. Dude, yeah, Here comes the Quake guy. All right. There's got to be something really obvious that I'm missing, and I don't have the slightest clue what it is. It's like I'm pretty sure I know what I need to get, and I just don't know how to get it or where to find it. And we are boarded by ants. There is no escape from ad block rats. All right. Let's see if he's back in his room. I'll save it again. Oops. Did it actually save? Yes. You know, it's kind of hard to force yourself to sleep when you're when you're a pirate hat. That's fair. So, see, he's not there now. It's empty. Is there a kick option? Can we kick the drawer? You know what? I bet I need the hammer. I bet that's the trick. Massage drawer. I bet you I need the hammer. I don't know. I'm just spitballing that one. I have no idea what I need to do. Maybe. Okay, how about... No thanks. Kiss the drawer. Yeah. Have you tried the other way around? Have I tried it the other way around? Tried what? Tweak drawer knobs. Is this on the hardest? It should be. Believe it or not, one of the differences with the Monkey Island Madness CD-ROM versus the original release of Monkey Island 2 is it doesn't prompt you for the decoder wheel, so there's no disc check function, and it doesn't give you the option for all the puzzles or the fewer of the puzzles. It's just defaults to, I guess, one or the other. I don't know which. Time to call the chat helpline. You imagine if it was still active? That'd be funny. But I tell you what. I want to at least get the voodoo doll on its way. So I'm going to enable hints, and I'm going to ask, how the heck do I get the clothing? Because I know that's it, and I'm pretty sure it's the claim check for the laundry, but I don't know where to find. Answer is a door. Well, there's a few of those. Wait. Answer is a door. Largo's room is correct, and it just occurred to me. Hang on a second. I'm going to turn the hints off for a moment. Close the door. No. I was hoping maybe it was stuck to the back of the door. Doesn't seem to stay closed. This can't be a pixel hunt, can it? Shovel it closed, yeah. Use the shovel on the door. I tried that before, and I don't dig that, daddy. I don't understand. I was hoping maybe like the claim ticket was stuck to the back of the door or something like that, but no. All right. Hints are on again because I'm still lost. Oh my God. Really? Oh my God. I think I hear a Largo coming. What the hell? What's going on? Whoever did this is gonna pay. I can get this off my head. Oh, that's great. Somebody's gonna be real sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. He looked pretty steamed. Alright, thank you for that. I can't believe I never thought to put that up there. Fairly obtuse unless you did it. Unless you did that to someone before. Well, I never have. So I'm going to take a wild guess that he's at Mad Marty getting his clothes, right? Yep. You're making me mad, Marty. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Look, I want it free and I want it tonight. Party tonight? Sure, I'll come. I'm talking about getting my laundry. Don't worry about that. I've been dry for 3 years. I said I need it back tonight. What? Yeah, we'll stay out all night. This is useless. You tell him I'll be back to pick it up or else. The best feeling is when you've been trying hundreds of combinations, then you finally try the correct one and the game delays for just a fraction of a second while it loads the new animation. Yeah, I know how that feels. You ever played the old mud, the door shut gag? Nope. I had the location. Thank you, Red Brown. I mean, I was trying. I'd like to pick up some clothes. Do you have your claim ticket? He actually understood me on that one. You beaned your mom with a broom? You better treat her better than that. All right, let's see. Okay, let's go back to his room again. It's empty. I was hoping maybe there'd be a claim ticket. What? I said close the door, not go through the door. Ah, there it is. See, I was right. When you said door, I was right. But the problem is it wasn't there yet. Okay, now let's go get his clothes. And off to the voodoo lady we go.
Of course you do.
The answer was the door. I'd like to pick up some clothes. I don't care if they're clean or dirty. It doesn't really matter. Well, as a matter of fact, I do have a claim ticket. Friggin' door. I'll see what I have ready for Mr. Legrand. I know it's here somewhere. The Stan's clothes are there. Somebody had their parrot dry cleaned. Wait, did he just give me a bra? A pearly white bra. Nice, April fresh scent. Somehow I don't think that's Legrand's. He got the stains out. I mean, it might be Legrand's. But I know that's not the clothing that he was complaining about being dirty. Specifically. All right. Now I'm sitting here thinking to myself, am I really gonna turn in the right clothing? Might help with hiding some coconuts. Yeah, true. All right, have you brought me the final ingredient? I have this pearly white bra. Yes, that will work. That's a booty holder. Just one letter away and you would have had it. Now I can make a voodoo doll to be reckoned with. Let me get my juju on. And now for the ingredients. A dandruff flake from Largo's head. A single piece of Largo's thread. A drop of fluid from his body. A single chip off the bone of the dead. And finally some miscellaneous voodoo herbs and seasonings, including monosodium glutamate. This ought to be good. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we assassinate? Largo, yeah! Hey, that looks just like him. Thanks, Voodoo Lady. One more thing. Some of the ingredients were not the optimum specimens. It should still work, but it will have a limited range. You will have to get close to Largo. Very close. Now we're gonna get Chinese restaurant syndrome. I was hoping we would get through chapter 1 today. We're not going to make that. Okay. Well, I don't think we're going to make that. I'm pretty sure we've... It's a little mean-looking, just like Largo. What is it? It's little, mean-looking, and ugly, just like Largo. So I wonder if is he going to be in his room? Get out of my room. Ow! Take that, you stumpy little dim-witted toad. What? What do you think you are? I'm Guybrush Threepwood. People don't always recognize me. That's why I carry this. I'm gonna tear you limb from limb. How are you doing that? Largo Legrand, you are a no-good, vicious, two-bit thug. I command you to give me back my money and leave this island. Ha! I already spent all your money. Oh. Well, I command you to leave this island. Just you try and make... Ouch! Die! Wah! That'll teach you to mess with the slayer of the ghost pirate LeChuck. What's that? You killed LeChuck? As a matter of fact, I did. Quite an interesting story, actually. The fortune teller said she did in LeChuck. She did she? Does she have one of these? Is that? Yes, LeChuck's beard. Still alive and wriggling. Let me see that. Boy, it is alive. I don't want to know what's going on. We've been looking for a living piece of LeChuck for years. Now we can bring him back to life. Look out, world. The most fearsome pirate of all time will soon sail the seas again. I know, right, Rev Brown? You. I'm afraid it's true, Guybrush. If they have any animated tissue, they can reanimate his whole body. But I blew his body into a zillion gooey pieces. Not his body, Guybrush. You destroyed his spirit form. His body was safely buried far away. But by now it must be rotten? Partially decomposed? Yes. And I don't think that's going to make him any more pleasant to deal with. He's going to be looking for me. Yes. He's going to try to kill me. Undoubtedly. Can you just kill me now and get it over with? Can you give me something to protect me? He has magic just as strong as mine. Nothing I could give you would protect you. But there is a way out. What is it? You're doing it right now. Fiddling with the change in my pocket? hunting for Big Whoop. Oh, yeah, I was doing that, wasn't I? Big Whoop isn't just a treasure. It contains the secret to another world. Find that world, and you'll be able to escape LeChuck forever. But I know so little about Big Whoop. Take this book. Big Whoop, Unclaimed Bonanza or Myth. Where'd you get this? I checked it out at the Fat City Library. I foresaw your need. Well, gee, thanks. I used your name when I checked it out, so be sure to return it when you're through reading it. The overdue fines in Fat City are pretty steep. Gee, thanks. All right. I'm going to stop it here for tonight. I need some sleep. It's been a day. So let me save this here. I was hoping that would trigger the next chapter. I mean, obviously not. And exit. There we go. Well, good play. Thank you very much. You guys have been wonderful tonight. Really, it's been great. I really appreciate it. I haven't played this in so long. It's really very refreshing, actually. So I'm going to keep this brief. I'm going to say thank you very much, starting with the raids, which there were many, actually. Mike 7A, Jogresk, Darksaber 2K, Noodle Beef Noodle, That Girl Joey, thank you all for the raids. Very much appreciated. I really don't know what to say, but thank you. So thank you very much for that. We also had a couple of subs as well. Max Devlin, Indy 19XX, Rev Brown. Thank you all very much for the subs tonight. I really appreciate that as well. And for all the follows too. Joe Funk, Pixel Turkey, very appropriate, Pixel Turkey. Not quite as pixely, but here's the turkey. Nyono Cat, India 19XX, Eagle V Atnum. I'm going to get that right. Dandel 58, Rygoff, Vance Velez, Matty O'Shea, Breeze and Sky. And yesterday off stream, actually day before yesterday off stream, pardon me, Astro Annie, thank you all for the follows. I hope to see you guys and gals this upcoming weekend. Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, we'll be back with Baldur's Gate. That's at 8 a.m. And then on Sunday at 7 a.m., continuing Baldur's Gate. But if you can't make the morning ones, we'll be back next Tuesday with Monkey Island 2. And Echo has put the right command in the chat. My brain is going to give out on me because I'm exhausted. Oops. And